March 19th, 2019. The Amundsen Scott South Pole Station. The station is quite busy today, bustling, because it's the last day of the summer season. There's basically only 2 seasons here, summer and winter. In a couple hours, the final Airbus will be leaving. Anyone not on that Airbus is stuck for the next 6 months as night falls. The sun's been slowly setting for weeks now, and it's just about to crest on the opposite side of the mountain range. And we go into the living quarters of Kennedy Rubin as she's packing up her things and getting ready to leave. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Kennedy?
Right. Well, Kennedy Rubin. She is in her mid-20s. She has a master's in astronomy and is pursuing her PhD in astrophysics. She's a rock star in her own mind, pretty much. A bit bratty, with blue hair. One of her life goals is to have a science off with Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye, the science guy. She's at the South Pole Station to log in-field experience while trying to find a fresh angle for her dissertation. It's all about fast-tracking her dissertation and her PhD. She's hoping to, after she gets that dissertation, then become an internet phenom, kind of like how Neil deGrasse Tyson is, but with her show called Rubin's Cube.
You hear a knock on the door, and standing in your doorway, as it's just kind of an open door, is Captain Duro.
Oh, right, Captain, my captain. How is it? Everything good for our liftoff, so to speak?
1 hour out. I do want to say, though, Kennedy, it's been a pleasure having you here with us this summer.
Thank you, Captain. I really appreciate it. I'm a little bit down that I didn't really get what I came here for, but I hope that I helped other people with their research.
Are you excited to go home?
I am. Oh my God. You don't understand how many things you miss when you no longer have access to them. Like, I was never a pool person before, but now I just want to like dunk in a pool, be next to a beach somewhere. I can't with all of this snow right now.
All right.
I'm so glad to leave.
Well, pack it up, head outside as soon as you can. Get the show on the road.
Yes, sir, Captain.
The captain leaves and walks down the hallway and knocks on the door of Davina Attenborough. Davina.
Hello.
Just final warning, 1 hour out.
Thank you very much, Captain. Appreciate that.
Just wanted to say thank you. The work that you've done over the summer.
It's really nice to be appreciated. Most people think I'm strange for liking Antarctic terrestrial invertebrates, but I think they're fascinating.
Yeah, okay. Well, just hour out. Get yourself packed up.
Yes, sir.
And, see you outside.
Okay.
As he walks away, another individual walks into your doorway. Tove Svante, a friend of yours.
Hello, Tove.
Hey, real bummed to see you go.
Some sad to go.
Yeah, it's quite lonely here over the winter.
I must say that the loneliness and peacefulness here is my favorite part.
I mean, you haven't experienced it like the winter, though. It's just, now that I got Winston installed, it's like a
I think he's the perfect friend. He has all of the information and none of the talk back. Really, if all humans were like Winston, well, I wouldn't be dreading going back to land now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Winston's great and all, but, 6 months with just 9 other people here besides myself is, it's gonna suck. I'm gonna miss all of you a lot.
Well, I'll miss you too, of course. And I'll come back as soon as I can.
Yeah. And the big storm's coming too, so that's a great way to start the winter. See if everything holds up.
It might be good. It might push some of the wildlife into more of your vicinity. If you capture anything while I'm gone, if you can just hold on to it.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I'm just the IT. I'm not probably going outside for the next 6 months.
If you see anything, though, you can call me.
Yeah. Of course. You want to say goodbye to Kennedy with me?
Kennedy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And the two of you kind of exit the room very quickly and make your way down to Kennedy's room. Kennedy.
Right, don't need this. I'll leave this.
Hey.
Maybe Lawson. Oh, Toby.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, Kennedy.
How you doing, mate? Davina, what's up?
Hey,
What's
love.
going on?
Good,
I'm
nothing.
doing so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we're getting out of here.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I just, maybe if I finally have gotten that fresh angle that I came up here for, I might feel a little bit differently about it, but...
I mean, I was just telling her how much I'm going to miss you guys having to be stuck here for the next 6 months, but...
Yeah. Obviously, mate. I mean, that's just one of those things. I mean, hey, you can always come and visit. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to just be up here or down here, I guess. All things relative, considering in the South Pole and such. But it's you're doing really important stuff,
I mean, my work's mainly done.
Then
Winston's up and running. They want me to stick around in case something goes wrong, but I mean, there's backups on backups on backups, so I'm pretty sure everything will be fine.
Tobe, I would at that point then just kind of do telecommute kind of a thing.
I would have liked to. That would have been much better. I didn't really have a choice. I guess they thought since Winston's replacing 40 people's jobs, they needed at least one person here to take responsibility for Winston, I guess.
Wow, kind of sound like Disney or such. I mean, they could have at least have relocated you to, I don't know, South Africa or such. I mean, it's close enough, or maybe
like
South
this
America.
I like
Oh,
it here.
well, you're kind of like that, Dove. Yeah. I mean, you love this. It's peaceful for you and everything. For me, it's kind of like it's a deafening silence. I didn't realize how much I needed city noises until I came here.
It is very quiet sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you never really realize that you don't really want to hear yourself think until you're actually hearing yourself think.
And your heartbeat, and the ice cracking.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the seal calls.
I'm so glad we're leaving. Do you
miss it
want
so
this?
much.
You seem to like this cardigan that I had. It's like fleece lined inside. Did you want to have this?
Can
I
I?
forget, where is it that you're going back to?
I'm just going back to England, but I'm going to come back here as soon as I can.
Oh, right. Okay.
Maybe I can see you when we go back.
On the wall next to the door, there's a small data pad. Basically, every room in the building has one of these data pads. This is where your Winston AI interface interacts with the residents of the facility. On the screen of the data pad, you start to see a little flashing red, and it starts beeping at you.
Oh, just a sec. I go over and activate it.
Hello.
Hello, Winston. What's going on?
Yes, it appears that we've received a distress signal.
A distress signal. Is that in the compound?
No. 20 miles east of here.
20 miles east?
Yes.
What's 20 miles east? Have we even gone 20 miles
It's
east?
a long way in the cold, that's for sure.
Tove, would you like me to accelerate this? Yes, Winston, yes, yes. I've put in a call for the captain, but it appears that he's nowhere close to his comms at the moment.
Right. Well, he's getting the ship set up, right?
We should inform him, surely.
Absolutely. We have to let the captain know.
Yes, should I return the signal and let them know someone will be on their way?
Maybe just let them know message received.
Well,
Message received.
someone's going to be on their way. We're going to make sure that that happens.
I will send a signal back and await.
Yeah, Winston, let us know if you hear anything back from them.
Of course. Thank you.
Let's go find Captain Doro.
Yeah, like as quickly as possible.
Like right
That's,
now. Like drop this and let's go.
There's only an hour till the Airbus leaves. If there's, who would have gone? That's the. I know that I'm just picking things up on the side, and I'm not the like expert here, but that's the quiet sector, right? You're not even.
Oh,
You're not even allowed out there.
20 miles. Wow, that's. I actually haven't gone to the quiet sector as well. I've only been the dark sector.
Perhaps someone was sent for last-minute samples.
I guess. Let's go find the captain right now.
Yes.
So you all exit the facility, and these are the elevated stations, and you make your way out towards the PAX terminal. As you start walking across, you see pretty much the entire facility, and on your way out, you just grab your bags with you and start making your way just to save time for yourself. And you start making your way there. You see the captain. He's currently talking to individuals, giving them jobs to post things up on the ship. You two ready to go?
Captain, there may be a problem.
Right. Winston just sent a distress signal to us, and about 20 miles.
Distress signal?
Yeah, it's coming from the quiet sector, actually.
The captain looks down and pulls back his heavy coat to reveal kind of a wrist data pad as he starts. Oh, okay.
Who is it?
I don't know. It's just Winston's picked up a signal
Right.
20 miles east of here. Overhearing this is a drawled pecking. This is someone older that you've never spoken to. He's an individual who usually hangs out in the commons area drinking a beer by himself. He's not officially a member of any team. You know him as a pilot for the tourists. He flies a helicopter, taking the tourists that come into the camp back and forth. Gerald perks up. 20 miles east of here, that's the quiet sector. That's technically a no-fly zone. Who the hell would have been out there?
Maybe someone that got a bit wrapped up in their research didn't realize that it was D-Day.
I hope not.
Look, Gerald, I don't have time to deal with this, but technically we have to respond. We've got 1 hour till this thing leaves. There's a storm coming. I can't risk any scheduling interference with getting this thing out of here. We're going to have a lot more lives in our hands than whoever might be at that distress beacon. As far as... Gerald, I hate to ask this, but I'm going to need you to take your helicopter and check on this. Gerald's eyes go wide. No. And fuck no. There's a storm coming, and that bird's not. Nah. Nah. I'm going west, and I'm chasing the light, and then I'm hitching the next plane off this damn continent. So, no. And overhearing this conversation that started is Frank Macbeth, who's been helping load up the plane behind the captain.
There's a guy out there. You guys, you just said no?
Look, man,
Hey, I'm just a trash guy, but I mean, like, if there's a guy out there and you can help him.
Yeah, that's right. You're the trash guy. I'm the fucking pilot.
True.
You want to take your dump truck out there?
I would if I could. If I could save him.
All right, but do we know anything else about this signal?
Winston.
Yes.
Winston, do you know anything else about the signal that we received 20 miles east from the quiet sector?
I'm afraid not. I have no more information available. A distress beacon went out, and I've gotten no response.
Perhaps it's a faulty signal?
Winston, what's the likelihood that this is a faulty signal?
0%.
That's not a good
You know, I
percent.
can't understand why you guys are still talking about it. The guy's out there.
Right,
Winston,
are
what's the
wasting
temperature
time.
out there?
When night falls, negative 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
And what's the percentage of survival? If someone were out there.
On their own. Highly unlikely.
Exactly.
They definitely
all right,
wouldn't.
then we have to go get them. Gerald, it was not going to take long to just, fly out there real quick and then pick them up and then come back. I mean, you don't have to go alone.
Look, man, I said I'm the trash guy, but I'm happy to help any way I can, okay? I'll be more value to you than with this trash here.
Yeah, I need fucking company.
Well, would you just go on your own then?
Who said I'm going at all? As he says this, the captain drops his head and turns and kind of gets right up in Gerald's face and puts a finger on his chest. It's an order. All right. Okay. Looks like I'm risking my life for some unknown signal dictated by a goddamn robot out into the face of a storm. So, yeah, you're all going, right?
I said I would.
What?
Beats
Yeah,
clean
yeah,
up this
yeah,
trash.
play the hero, right? That's
I mean, do you really need 3 more people to come with you
Well, I
in your
don't think-
helicopter? I mean,
we can seat 9.
I'm looking at these young girls and going,
If we've got to pick things up, if we've got to get stuff on that bird, we're gonna need to do it as quickly as possible and get back here pronto. We're running out of time.
I mean, you got me. Do you really need these girls?
I wouldn't mind
Girls?
going to the quiet sector. Girls? Excuse me.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind going to the quiet sector.
I mean, it's
I've
just going to
always
be a
wanted
quick
check
trip,
for life.
right? So we're just going to go pick up this person. They got wrapped in their, research.
Yeah, if we leave now, we'll be back with 5 minutes to spare.
It's quite possible that it was a sample team sent out there, and if they found something good, perhaps I can get in on that. Yeah, I
All
would
right,
like
let's-
to go there because
You know what?
Hold on, I want to make myself clear as the captain steps forward. According to my logs, or Winston's logs rather, there's no team.
What?
Whoever's out there is out there unauthorized, and they're not from this research facility.
I don't know. The chances of surviving that cold wind, bitterness, you could
that
get
doesn't
lost.
make any sense. I mean,
You have to
Winston
be.
might be wrong, or
Who would go out
maybe
without-
it's somebody that was
Hello.
trying to be off the.
Winston here.
Hello, Winston.
I wanted to let you know that I have no new information, but I did check. The last pass of a satellite was 10 hours ago. No imaging reported any individuals in that sector.
But you said it was 0% that it wasn't an actual person, right?
Correct.
So that somebody's there.
So someone is out there.
And they've only freshly been there within the last
There's
10
a
hours.
45% chance that any group could have possibly been missed by the imaging scans.
That, or it could just be the radio waves
All right, well,
reflecting off the ice.
We
It
don't
could
have
be
time.
completely
We don't have
false.
time to debate about this. We either go or we don't.
That's
We
right.
could be driving
At
into
this
the
point,
storm
you
for
see that
nothing.
Gerald has already started walking towards his helicopter.
I'm walking too.
What if it is a sample team? Then I want to get in on the research. I mean, I didn't find anything in the 6 months. Gotta try. I've got to try. Okay.
All right. Well, in all good conscience, I can't not go after I just convinced the pilot to. Well, the captain convinced the pilot to, but
As he gets to the edge of his helicopter. You fucking coming or not?
All right, we're
Yes.
coming. Maybe I'll find that fresh angle that I'm looking for. I
Maybe.
never went to the quiet sector. I was always in the dark sector.
He starts to flip switches from inside.
All right,
as the
let's
rotors spin
let's
up
go then. Grab
and
it.
the wind starts
Davinia,
blowing.
grab your bag.
I go, sis.
Your bags are left for the captain to load up. I got these. You'll be back.
Can
be
I
fine.
at least wear my utility belt? I'm gonna wear my utility belt.
Fine. O-
Right.
Okay.
I've
just-
got
you
my
need to go.
I've got my crossed shoulder. Let's just go.
Does anyone have any gum?
I've got Tic Tacs. I
Thanks.
always carry those.
Minty fresh.
As you hop into the helicopter and it begins to lift off, we begin chapter 1. All right. Let's fly in.
So
30 seconds to throw that headset on.
Burrow. Yeah, out of Burrow.
Hey, guys,
Thank you for the coffee, by the way.
and we cut into 10 minutes ago, 20 miles east of the Amundsen Scott station, as Sam Digby is on a satellite phone with Gareth next to him. Sam is standing, heavy breath, a little panicked, as behind him you see a small trailer that is locked and there's banging coming from the inside.
Central, this is South Base. Central, this is South Base. The entire facility is compromised. This is South Base. I repeat, the entire facility is compromised.
South, your go. Can you repeat that, please?
I said the entire facility is compromised. We need a containment crew as soon as possible, as well as evac. Over.
No containment crew, sorry. And you got a storm on its way. No evac either, sorry.
I know there's a storm. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you that the entire facility is compromised. Do you understand the package has been contaminated?
Hold please, patching you through. Yeah, who am I speaking to?
This is Sam Digby. This is Sam Digby. I repeat, the entire facility has been compromised. Do you understand what that means?
Okay. You got flares on you, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to burn the facility down.
The entire facility?
Yes.
That the whole reason we came here was we're going to lose everything. Not that that's my concern.
Follow proper protocol in this situation, you would understand that containment is first priority. You need to burn that facility down and remove any evidence. We will do our best to send out a distress signal and get somebody headed your way.
Your
There's
best?
a research facility west of you, and we will do what we can to get you some help.
You did not inform me what I was dealing with here when I came, okay? You did not inform me. This is not all right.
Frankly, I don't really care. You have a job to do.
All right. Then I'll do it. But you need to get that distress beacon out there because I'm in some deep shit, okay?
Doing it now. Hold out.
Well, I'm holding.
Somebody will be on their way. But I need you to destroy that evidence before they get there.
I will do my best, sir.
All right. Over and out.
As you put down the satellite phone, Gareth, one of the scientists of your team, standing next to you, is, what'd they say?
There's no evac here. There's no evac. What they want us to do is burn the entire facility down. Now, do you have those flares they gave you?
Yeah, I have the flares, but what about, look, the pilot's inside. What if we just go in there and we
don't know what happened to the pilot, okay?
But what if he's got the keys on him? We can get the keys before we burn the building down, and then we can evac ourselves.
You hear that pounding? Okay, I don't think he's all right. I really don't. Now, you saw what happened in there. You saw what happened just like I did. I need you to keep your cool. Now, do you have the flares on you?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we need to find the auxiliary access point, okay? Do you know auxiliary access point C?
No.
Okay. We need to find a map, okay? Auxiliary access
Look,
point
you're
C.
security. You're supposed to be the one taking care of us. Well, how did you let this happen in the first place?
What do you mean? How did I let it happen? This was your op, okay? I'm just here to run security.
I have flares. Okay, it's getting so cold. It's just, what do you...
All right.
Fine, tell me what to do.
Relax, okay? A distress beacon has been sent to a research facility about 20 miles away. They should be here soon. They don't need to know anything, all right? We just need to burn it down before they get here. They'll pick us up. Everything will be fine, okay? Now, please, you have the flares. Show me the flares.
Okay. And he opens up his pack, and he's got a stack of 2 flares with him. Okay.
I really hope that 2 is enough. But we need to find a central location to put these in, all right? Now, I know what that means, all right? We're going to have to go, but you have to trust me, all right? I've got my sidearm. We should be safe.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, we're gonna burn it, but with them inside.
You saw what happened, okay? They're not what they were. Everything needs to go. Listen, everything. Command said.
But there's an evac coming, right?
There's an evac coming, but we don't know how long they're going to take. The distress beacon went out. It should have just gone out.
He reaches over and he grabs your satellite phone from you, and he's kind of holding the flares back, and he grabs the phone.
Look.
Hello, come in. Someone, come in.
Calm it down. Okay. Easy.
Can you confirm that evac is on the way?
Easy.
Can someone confirm evac is on the way? There's no fucking evac. They were lying to you.
They
you
weren't.
know they were lying to you. They just want you to
weren't.
destroy. There's no one coming to help.
What choice do we have? Okay?
They want us to die out here.
They don't want us
We're
to
a
die.
liability now.
Look, you might be right, but you saw what was in there, all right? Our best chance is to burn it to the ground. You know that.
What if okay, hear me out. You have a gun.
I do.
You're trained for this kind of stuff. What if they're what if they're attracted to heat? What if that would make sense. The DNA didn't activate until we thought it, right? So maybe it's attracted to heat, and we could use the flare to get it away from the door.
Look, are you a scientist?
What I'm saying is, we can get those. We can get the airplane keys, and we can evac ourselves.
You know what? That actually doesn't sound like such a bad idea.
Yeah. So.
All right. Look, what I want you to can you give me one flare? Okay. We'll try your idea. We'll try your way.
Okay.
But if it doesn't work, you know what we have to do.
We burn everything.
We burn everything.
Okay. We burn everything.
Right.
We burn everything.
Are we calm? Are we good?
Can you roll for me?
Oh no, it's my
Oh, the
God.
first roll.
So you're going to be
Yay.
rolling all 10 of
Oh.
those dice. 10 d6s. There should be. Okay,
Yeah,
you already
there's
moved
10.
the 4 colored ones.
There's
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
Roll 10.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there's 1 6. 1 6, 2 1s.
Okay, you have one hope available.
Only one?
Only one.
You just lose
Save
the
it.
1.
So
Save it. Let's save the hope.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Save-
No.
you're going to lose 2 dice.
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
There's 2
Oh,
ones. Just
yeah. Oh,
use
snap.
one
That's
hope.
right.
Use
Math's
one.
hard.
So you can
Okay.
use one hope from the audience to re-roll one of those ones.
Just
The
lose the-
other one
yeah.
needs to lose itself from
Yeah.
the dice pool.
Yeah, we
That's
and
not-
we don't get that
Yeah,
back.
we still have 9.
You
For this chapter.
you re-roll one of the
yeah, yeah.
ones,
The one.
Okay.
You
and
can do
hopefully
it.
it's not another
Got it.
one.
Oh, it's a 1.
another one.
Just lose it.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So we don't have any. Is it-
Nah,
it's too
not
early.
worth
You have
doing
8
something
dice
for one
remaining.
die.
You did succeed, though. As you're telling him to be calm, and he hands you the one flare, as he's doing that, he tries to quickly lunge for your sidearm to take it from you. Since you won that roll, tell me what you do.
All right. I swat his hand away and I point it directly at him. Say, look.
Okay,
Listen.
okay.
Listen.
Okay. It's fine.
I'm the trained individual here, all right? You are not. What you need to do is listen to me. Now, I said we would try it your way, all right? And we will. But you have to trust me.
Okay.
Now, give me that flare.
Fine.
All right. I take the flare, and I point him toward the door. I say, look, this was your idea, okay? You're throwing that flare. I'll open the door for you.
Okay, all right, I'm ready. And he strikes the flare. If it lights up a bright red. Okay.
All right. On 3, okay?
Right.
I got the door.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I push it in.
As you push it open, he goes to throw the flare, but as he does, his hand is immediately grabbed as he gets pulled in. You see that he's been grabbed and is being pulled as he kind of tries to hold himself off of the door and hold it back. Two of the individuals inside make their way over towards the flare. As you see now, they're even further along as their skin is just falling off of the bone. And the one that's grabbing him, his skin is so soft and decomposed that it's just kind of ripping off as he's grabbing and holding on to it. What do you do as you see him trying to like hold? Come on, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out.
I kick him in the door and shut it. And I look down at the ground and I say, idiot.
Can you roll for me? So you're going to be rolling 8 dice.
Who the heck are you, Matt?
Yeah. I like him already. Yeah.
2 6s, 1 1.
You have 1 hope available.
Thank you,
if
chat.
you'd like to
Ooh, thank
re-roll that
you.
1. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 6s.
All right. Tell me what you do
Thank you,
and how you do
Chad.
it.
I kick him in the door and I say, sorry. And I shut it behind him.
I thought you said idiot.
I looked at the ground and I say, idiot.
Okay, I liked idiot better.
As you do that, you start to see the light growing higher as you hear the man inside screaming, and you hear them trying to console him, like, let us out, let us out. And you hear all the other voices inside. What are they doing out there? They need to help us. Why aren't they helping us? They need to help us. You need to let us out. And you hear the banging on the door continue as you start to see smoke rising out of the back left corner. You've got 1 more flare on you.
Yeah. All right. Keep it cool, Sam. Evac is coming. Now, where was that auxiliary door? Where was that auxiliary door? I guess I see if I have a map on me.
You do have a
Perfect.
map on you, and no, their facility is not known to you three, but you do have a map on you, and you would know where that is.
Perfect. All right, I make my way over to the auxiliary door.
Okay. And you make your way outside, and the freezing, kind of the outer layer, you're already kind of in one layer, you're now on the outer outside, and what do you do with your 1 flare?
I keep it on me. I pocket it to attempt to burn the facility later.
Okay. I'm going to say if you're going to burn it, now's your opportunity to do so, as you're
right,
outside
right,
in the
right.
cold.
Sure. All right. I burn it and wait for evac to come.
Okay, so you light the flare, throw it in, shut the door behind you, as smoke is still rising out of the back corner, and new smoke starts rising under the door that you just left out of.
Whoa.
And got some extra hope. We will now cut back to the helicopter that's making its way, jumping forward in time now, about 30 minutes.
Right.
As you've been in the air for about 15 minutes now, and you're making your way towards the location.
Winston.
You remember as you're getting further out that your comms connected to Winston are too far away from the central hub, as you're no longer a part of that network.
Darn it. I was going to have Winston tell us a joke.
Do we
Sing
know-
us a song.
Do we know that there's a facility there, or do we just
You
just
don't.
okay? We
There
just heard
is
that.
not supposed to
Right,
be
right, right.
anything out there.
Man, if someone is out here, they're surely dead.
yes, they wouldn't be able to get out here and stay out here by themselves. The fleshy bags of water, they'd freeze.
Exactly.
Well, there has to be some sort of settlement out here. I mean, otherwise it would be a
hey,
distress-
everybody.
Wow.
Eyes up. We got something up here.
There's smoke. What is that?
Yeah, we got a fire
Is that
up
a
on the
building?
horizon line here. There's not supposed to be anything out here.
What could it be?
Yeah,
That's a big smoke.
A secret government research facility.
something. This is. Yeah, I'm gonna call this in. Prep for landing. There's not supposed to be anything out here.
Wow.
Maybe the signal is right that people are in trouble.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
a
it.
good thing that we came.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of spare kind of winter jackets in the helicopter I could
Yes.
prep for?
Yes.
Okay, I grabbed some just to get ready.
All right, you guys start coming down. As you get closer and closer, you see this is a massive fire. The building was about 3 trailers connected together. All 3 of them are up in flames. And you see one individual out in front, waving
there.
through all.
All right, I throw down all the rest of the jacket. I've just got one.
You guys see that? Everybody hold. Just let me take care of this, okay? Just hold for a sec.
As the helicopter lands, he starts unhooking. As he turns, he looks at you. Now, just everybody sit cool for a little bit, all right? I'm going to go. I'm going to.
Are they the only ones?
It's actively burning.
Yeah,
There might be other survivors there.
Can you?
All right,
should
just go ahead and do it then.
He's
we don't
wearing
have
a tactical
time.
vest. Can we just play this
Oh,
a little cool?
I understand.
So just hold off, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, go then.
As you're walking towards the helicopter, the pilot gets out and it's kind of ducked down, making his way for you as the propellers are still rotating. Did you send out a signal?
Yeah, that was me. Yes.
All right. As he walks up, he goes to shake your hand. Gerald, what? Nice to meet
Yes,
you.
Sam. Hi. We need to
What
get
the
out of here.
Fuck's going on out here?
Look, that is classified information. And yeah,
wait a minute. Classified?
That is absolutely classified information.
Classified.
Sir. Yes.
Classified for who?
Classified for you, definitely.
Well,
All right.
Okay. Hold on.
Do you understand what the word distress means?
Yeah. I'm here to pick you up. Notice the rescue squad that's coming to get you, putting their lives on the line
Perfect.
for you. And you're classified.
Yes, classified.
Under which government?
The U.S. government.
U.S. government.
Yes.
Do you have any identification or?
Sure. I pull out identification. I give it to him.
Okay, now. You know, I've been around for a while. I mean, technically, I work in a government facility.
Right.
You're a security guard.
Correct.
This isn't U.S. government issue.
Look, I tried to keep my cool with you, man, but something happened. Okay? Something happened, and you have to trust me that we need to get away from this place as soon as possible.
What are they saying?
I don't
Right,
know.
the
but
guy's looking pretty angry.
they're like out there talking and shit.
Exactly.
All right, man. I gotta bring
try to
you
go
in,
by
but
now.
Bring me in. Bring me in immediately, please. That's kind of the whole point.
yeah.
Why doesn't that guy bring him in?
I don't know.
Look,
We should just grab him so we can go.
I got students and fucking sanitation on that bird with me. And
Great
they came
rescue
out here,
team.
They came out here to help.
Okay.
To help.
Okay. What
Now,
do you want from me?
I know for a fact that if this was an actual government classified situation, you'd have somebody else saving your ass right now, and not 2 students, the sanitation, and a drunk pilot.
There's a storm on the way, okay? They could not send evac. They sent a distress signal. All right? And here you are.
And
Hooray!
is there anyone else inside?
No.
So you're the only person at this facility?
There were people inside. You need to trust me that you don't want to know.
I,
You don't want to know.
what the fuck happened here?
Maybe we should go and help him.
You should have
Maybe,
stayed
I
here.
mean, it's just.
I
I
need.
mean, at this point, they're just having a full conversation.
need-
Oh no.
If I level with you, will you fly me the fuck out of here?
Well, I don't sure as hell want to stay here. I just need to know if there's people inside. Just stop bullshit me, man, because you're obviously not U.S. government. That's not even allowed on this continent.
Look, there's a lot of things you don't understand as a pilot, okay? There's a lot of things you don't understand as a pilot. Now, this was a private research facility, okay? And they were investigating something. Now, you have to be I have to be honest with you and tell you, I really don't know exactly what it was. All I know is that something went wrong, okay? And whatever went wrong killed a lot of people.
Now, let's be real. You're security, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, the real truth here is it's above your pay grade.
Absolutely.
Yeah, classified. You could just say, I don't know, because they keep me in the dark, too.
I know some things, okay? I know
All
what
right,
I
let's get
saw
the
in
fuck
there.
outta
I
here,
know what
man.
I saw.
Let's just go. Let's go. You're telling me there's no one inside. If I find out later that I'm getting freaking arrested for leaving distressed
me.
individuals, God, just let's get the fuck out of here. We're running out of time. Let's go. Let's go. And you grab your pack that was in the snow, and you start making your way towards the helicopter. You three
Finally.
see him coming in,
goodness.
surprised not to see anyone else from the facility joining as the pilot gets in and suits back up.
You guys done?
Is it just
Yeah, man, he's
you?
a jacket.
Everybody buckle up. Everybody buckle up. We're getting out of here.
Is it just
All
you?
right.
It's
Are
just-
you the only
It's
one?
just me.
Out
What
in the
happened?
whole
Just
building?
me. Yes.
Were you here alone?
No, it's
I can't talk
impossible
about
for
it.
him to
I
have been
can't
there
talk.
alone.
I cannot talk about it. Okay?
What is going on?
I can't talk about it.
Did you find any new species?
We found something.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute there, Haas. You know what? I'm done. I need a drink. Let's get back to base.
Well,
As the helicopter
yeah.
takes off and you guys are now up in the air, making your way away. As you fly away, you see the black smoke filling the air.
what
As you
happened?
see the pilot shaking his head.
So many questions are gonna come out of this. So many questions.
I've got questions myself, sir.
I have one. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Sam.
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 Hey, Sam.
I'm Davina.
Frank.
Nice to meet you guys.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
So what were you doing out there?
Look, I'm just a security guard. Okay?
What
I was
did you
working at a
see?
private research facility.
Private. Who owned it?
Right. Well, you know, just saying, if you're a security guard, then you have to secure something or somebody. So how are you the only one that's on this helicopter
Yeah,
right now?
private, but he tried lying to me for saying it was U.S. government classified, which is definitely not private. So maybe we just let this guy not bullshit us and ignore pretty much anything he says.
Well, listen, we're going back to a government station. There's a captain there. I'm sure that, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
a government station with a government captain that's going to want better answers
Yeah.
than government classified.
We'll
I
let
can't
him-
tell you anything.
Yeah, we'll let Captain DeRoe.
Yeah.
Look, you have your fun. You have your fun. But all you need to know is that you did not want to spend any extra time down there.
I
Hey,
quite
man.
like it here. Everyone keeps saying they don't like it here. I like it.
Well, either way, I'm guessing they're going to place you under arrest when we land, but it's your lucky day because if this tracks out, we should be landing just in time to get you guys on that final Airbus out of here.
Oh, that's nice, Kennedy. You get to go home.
Really looking forward to
Yeah.
it. I mean, not that this wasn't a lovely, little tangent to, my journey back home or anything, but, having a weird, secretive security guard that apparently isn't guarding anything except for
managed to get
some
private
burning
funding. That's
trailers
what I
in the
wanna
middle
know
of the South Pole. No, this was lovely. I'm ready to go home though.
I've never been more ready to go home.
I'm staying here cleaning up the trash.
Was it perhaps an eccentric billionaire funding it?
Davinia,
Yes.
haven't we had talk about I
Personal
love
space.
Well, no, not necessarily personal space, but not everybody is an eccentric billionaire, love.
While you two are having a conversation, Frank, can you roll for me?
Uh-oh.
This roll is going to act as a perception.
Okay,
so
cool.
You've got 8 dice, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, actually, can I throw in my hope?
You're going to burn your hope at the beginning.
No, I wanna throw in my hope die to see if I succeed the roll.
Son of a bitch.
Because I mean, I have the greatest chance now with 8.
Yeah, with 12 hope that
Yeah.
the audience gave you.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
I mean, the earlier we can get in a hope die, the better.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're going to do this to the point that you're going to do this and think you broke the game. In the next volume, I'm going to be like, "Hey, I rewrote the rules, guys," and you're going to have to go in. You're going to have to go in order again.
No, but you said no order.
No,
and so
all right, fine. No order. Go ahead and
for the
go for
hope.
your
yes,
hope.
I've got 1611, so I got my hope die now. Thank you.
Well, you're going to have to tie that into the narrative.
Okay,
All right,
my
and
hope.
Use one of the hope to.
Oh yeah, I used one of the hope to
Okay.
re-roll the 1, which is a
Generous
4.
chat.
I
Right.
find hope in my vices, which is cigarettes and alcohol.
So I'm going to say that as you're sitting back there,
Oh no, you!
you notice.
I know what you're gonna do.
You notice there's a
Okay.
bag sitting behind the pilot's seat, and you
Drunk
lean
pilot.
down, and because you hear like some clanging down there, and you kind of reach down and you see a bottle of vodka as you pull it out, and as you're down there pulling it out, You, out of the corner of your eye, think you see movement really quickly, but you don't.
Oh, it's
see
just at
anything else.
periphery.
Like in your peripheral,
Yeah.
you think you see some sort of movement down there,
I'm too concerned about the alcohol right now.
and then
Yeah.
you take the alcohol out and have yourself a drink.
Right, because Davinia Love, sometimes men are just, you know, it's not that they're eccentric billionaires, it's just that they're not exactly great human beings.
It's incredibly difficult to get funding for these expeditions. I would love to know how you managed
I
to
know,
get a
but
private
you
expedition
don't have to
with
like
three,
fish like that.
3 trailers.
Do what I'm going to do.
What you guys do?
I'm going to start my own show. Like Ruben's Cube.
show?
Yes. All I have to do is get my PhD, become an astrophysicist, and then I have like the backing, like that name, so to speak, and then I
Right.
can do like reaction
And then there's
videos
your
to things like Star
personality.
Trek Discovery,
Yes.
real astrophysicists.
That sounds
you
like a
know?
lot of attention.
You know,
Perfect
and you
for a
can,
person
you
like
know,
you.
it's,
Heads up, everybody. We got a problem up here.
What could
what's
it
the
possibly
problem,
be?
What's the
Gerald?
problem?
We are losing fuel.
Excuse me?
What?
Yeah, we're losing fuel. I'm gonna have to land this thing.
We can't.
And-
We can't
We know
land
we
yet.
have to
I'm
get back to
sorry.
base.
How
I'm
far
sorry.
away from the base?
We have to
Look,
get
we're
back
losing
to
fuel.
the flight.
I understand that we're losing fuel at an alarming rate. If I don't patch this up immediately, we are not going to
Do
make
what
it
you
back
gotta
to the
do.
station. So I'm bringing this bird down right now.
But
What
we're
else
going
could
to
go
miss the
wrong?
Airbus. We can't miss the
What
Airbus.
else
We
could
have
go
we
wrong?
fix this quickly, we will be fine. I need to put this down right now. This is not up for discussion.
Goodness.
Taking us down, prep for landing.
As he starts bringing the helicopter down extremely fast, you see the dark night sky rolling its way in as the sun is just barely peeking over the mountain range. And you know that the storm is still coming. And as the helicopter lands, he goes ahead and shuts it off completely at this point. And for that brief moment, you notice the absolute silence. There's nothing but the wind rustling through the helicopter as he opens up the door and heads his way outside. You see him walking along the outside as you hear the door open up, the service door on the side of the engine on the back left of the helicopter, and you hear him moving around in there as you are all kind of stuck in silence inside the helicopter.
Some rescue.
I'm just drinking my booze. That's probably gonna do me over later. Right.
I wonder if there's some way that we can help, maybe, or...
You know what helped me is a swig of that.
Yeah. Keeps you warm.
Oh, that's it's a very temporary warmth. You know, it's not actually warming you up at all. It technically restricts your capillaries, making you colder in the long run. I
Does
didn't
she
think-
always talk like this?
I didn't
I
think
don't
you'd
know,
let
I
me
just met
finish
her,
my
but
full
already it's
sentence,
enough.
actually. I thought you'd interrupt me
It's
much
actually a
sooner.
pretty solid point that she's saying now.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Now.
You hear over your shoulder, Kennedy, as you turn and see him standing in the window
What
Alright,
does that
as
mean?
you
Um,
open the door as the wind comes rushing in.
Can I see?
Our fuel line's been chewed through.
shoot through.
I'm sorry, you said shoot through?
Yeah, it's not a clean cut.
Chewed through.
I've got to
That's
look
not
at the-
possible.
I
Like
run
by
over
what?
to the front and look at it.
I know it sounds like it's not possible, but there's literally small marks inside the fuel tube, and it's nearly all the way through.
What do we do?
Do we have something to
what-
patch it up
Do you need
with?
How
to
large
fix
are
it? Like
the
put some
marks?
duct tape on it. I mean, there's duct
Look,
tape
you're
everywhere.
you're the biologist. What kind of fucking animal is gonna chew through a fuel line in the South Pole?
right.
Here,
mate.
there's nothing big enough to chew through. Nothing would have. Can I have a look at this section of this? I want to see the size of the bite
you know
marks.
what I don't want to do? I don't want to
Yeah,
analyze.
no,
I don't want to
no.
analyze what kind of creature.
Look, I'm trying to fix it.
I think we just need to fix it. Like,
But you don't
just
think
wrap
you-
it
I
up
don't
with
think
duct
you
Hey,
tape or
while I'm
something.
patching it, come on, get your ass out here. Let's go.
Okay.
As you kind of push your way through and head over towards the back panel, as he's kind of pointing in and showing it to you as the wind is hitting your face and you feel your cheeks just starting to get extremely red and cold. You see the fuel line in there. There's just small little holes in there. It looks like the size of a mouse or
Are the holes pinpoint or are they wide?
they're like little pinpoint holes there. You can see it's like a row of them, but they're not.
This doesn't make sense. There are no creatures alive of this size, especially with teeth or predators.
All right, just and he kind of reaches in and he closes off a valve and another valve, and he like pulls the line off, and he's pulling stuff out of his bag. Can you roll for me?
Oh, 1, 6, 3 ones.
Ooh.
How many hope did you say we had?
You have 12.
Well,
Jesus! Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
use 3 of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Using
Three.
3.
Okay.
Thank you. Be better.
Success.
Oh, that's 1, 6, 1, 3,
It's
and
just
another
one.
1.
Yeah.
All right. You have another hope
I'm
available.
gonna use
Might
this
as well.
last.
Yeah.
Alright,
Thank
so
you
that's
again.
4.
Oh my God.
3. Good. Okay, so
Okay.
2 6s, no 1s.
You notice something shimmer. Something strange catches your eye. You kind of see it over his shoulder in the corner inside the panel. When you see this shimmer, you start to focus on it. And as you're focusing, you start to recognize the outline of this shape a little bit. You recognize this as a mite.
Wow.
You recognize it as a mite, but to your surprise, this mite not only is around 4 by 4 inches in size, it's also appearing to try and camouflage itself.
Gerald,
Yeah, just,
don't
I'm almost done.
move.
What?
Stay very still.
What?
I go in my bag and I put my gloves on and I take out my.
No. Yeah, when you tell somebody to
tweezers
stay still, you need to
and my
say, "What the
collapsible
fuck are you talking about?" Like,
Don't
you need it. No, you don't just say
move.
stand
I
still.
grab it with the tweezers or the clamps that I have.
Roll.
It's 4 by 4 inches. It's not a small.
These
Pretty-
clampies
pretty
are
big.
this
Okay.
big. No
Nope.
6s, 1 1.
I
think-
so.
She
I
just
think
has
I
to-
should try.
Yeah.
You wait. No 6s.
No,
1
that's
1.
why
1
this
1.
needs to be a 6.
That's right. Believe.
Do you want to throw?
Believe.
Do you want to throw your hope in there or something?
Not now.
Yes. No. No. No, I
Why
don't.
not?
Because
Why
she's
not?
only
I'm
got
gonna
one
lose
roll.
it.
Yeah, she's not likely that
It
she's
gives
got.
you one more.
Oh,
okay.
only if it's already in it.
All right.
Can I say something right now before you roll?
You're gonna lose.
If you don't roll a 6, you are fucked.
I hope you
Throw
don't roll
your
a 6.
hope in
I hope you
there.
don't roll a
Trying to
6. I
steal-
want to see what happens now.
Throw your hope in there.
Antarctic terrestrial land invertebrates. I'd know where to grab it, right?
No,
I want to see what happens.
Throw
I hope
your
you
hope
lose,
in there,
Kate. I
please.
love
not
you, but
gonna
I hope you
help.
lose.
I have to assign my hope before I rolled, Marquis.
Yes,
Yeah.
hope wouldn't
Oh.
help right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, I want to see.
That's
a
a
4.
4.
What happens?
No 6s, no 1s.
Do it, Zach.
As you go to grab this mite, and the pilot is staying extremely still as he now sees and tracks with your eye as your clippers kind of reach through his arm, and his eye catches it for a brief moment. He kind of, like for that split second, and starts to move his arm. The mite jumps, lunging through as it hits your face on the right side and immediately starts burrowing through your eye. As it goes directly into your eye socket, burrowing through your eye as inside your skull, as you begin bleeding profusely out of the eye, as you lose consciousness and drop to your knees immediately and fall into the snow as blood starts to form outside. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I run out to.
What's happening out
What the
there?
hell happened? I see the red in the
I
snow.
don't know. Something.
Shit.
Something, like,
Davinia?
something jumped. Something
No,
jumped
leave
at
her
Get-
alone.
No,
Get away
what?
from her.
Pick her up.
Get-
Pick her up.
What happened? What
No,
are you?
listen to me.
Get her in the copter.
Listen to me. All right? I was part of a private research group. I ran security. We were investigating a life form that we found in the ice.
I step back.
That life form got out.
So where is it?
It might be in your friend's head right now.
Oh shit.
We're not going to leave her here.
Sam,
That's not
can-
an option. Get her up
but
and get her into the
I'm gonna
helicopter.
hold on. I'm going to remind you guys of something, because that was a failed roll.
Oh yeah.
That's the end of the chapter, and I get to close this chapter out and
Yep,
say
I got
what
caught
the
up
next
in it.
run of events happens is. And after you say this, Sam, Gerald looks directly at you and punches you in the face so hard it knocks you out as you kind of fall to the ground. All right, we're gonna deal with that guy later. piece of shit. Okay, come on, help me pick her up.
Yeah.
He said
Get
not
her
to
up.
touch her, man.
Get her up. Get her up.
Look, man, she's
Frank, get her
she's
up.
dying. We need to get
pick her up.
We need to get her back
Throw
to the
her
base
shoulder.
as quickly as possible. Throw
Throw
her
her in the
inside.
helicopter.
Strap her down.
Are we leaving this guy or what?
God, no,
No.
fuck, we can't. Just
I grab
tie
him.
him up in the back.
Yeah, I
tie
grab
him up
him.
in the back and
Time
just
up in the bag.
All right, all right.
Here's some cord.
Let's go. All right. I patched it up. It's
Just get us the fuck out of here, man.
yeah.
Let's just
Okay.
get
All right.
back
All right.
right now,
I
right?
think we have enough fuel. All right.
Let's
go.
go.
Keep an eye on her. Try.
I'm not going near her, but she's
no,
inside.
Come on, we gotta stop the bleeding. So just put something over.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm just a trash guy. I don't know what the fuck to do.
You start to see the socket around her eye like freezing as.
Get me the first aid
It's like-
kit next
it's
to the
just
pilot.
I go to the
freezing.
first aid kit in the
Let's go.
helicopter.
Go.
Just grab
All
some
right.
gauze
He
and some
hops in
bandages and put it in
starts the
there.
helicopter and
Gauze her head around.
takes off, heading directly towards the base. As that chapter ends,
Fuck.
a candle
Jesus.
goes out. As darkness looms in and the wind is picking up much more extreme as the storm's coming in. And I'm adding something new to this volume of 10 candles. Every candle that goes out represents something important to you that you will no longer have.
Okay. I'm done with that. Like her eye.
Like
And I will let you know what that was once it comes up in the story, but that candle going out and every candle that goes out during this volume will represent something that no longer exists that you would need.
Cool.
no.
That was amazing.
Oh no.
So we have some truths that we have to get through.
Oh.
Sorry.
That escalated way quick.
I know, totally
Yeah.
escalated,
We
but I
have
love
some,
it.
we have some truths to get through.
Oh my god. I'm so-
Feeling. The silence gets to Kennedy more than she lets on. During moments of silence, she starts getting a splitting headache. Character. Frank Macbeth may just be a garbage man, but he takes his job seriously. He's taken every specialized training course he could: hazardous materials mitigation, toxic waste disposal, biohazard containment, and destruction.
You just went to night school in the
Guess
Matrix,
so.
man.
Yeah.
Nice. He's
Also,
like,
though,
super
I know
dumpster
toxic
man.
disposal.
Yeah, I know. Download. Thank you, operator.
What a specific download.
Okay, Foolish 88, a little close to GM power on this. I'm going to say this is a character. It's going to be your backstory. You can incorporate it how you want.
Sure.
It's saying you're not who you say you are. In another life, you were Jose Gonzalez, an enforcer of an international drug cartel. You flipped on some bad dudes to keep out of prison and was sent to Antarctica where no one would find you.
So I'm a badass.
I'm going to say
I like it.
you weren't Jose Gonzalez because
Okay.
that's like a completely different nationality and
Sure.
everything of your character. That's kind of a GM power. That's pretty intense, but there's some
That's
things
great.
in there I think you should run with.
Yeah.
That you had a bad past, maybe
Yeah.
involved with drug trafficking, and you're trying to go someplace where no one can find you,
Okay.
hiding out.
Okay. So
All
I'm
right.
basically, yeah, like, so I'm a criminal escaping the. Gotcha.
Right. Doesn't mean you're not really good at your job and you don't take it seriously.
True.
Just means
True.
you've got to pass your
Yeah,
hiding
yeah.
from. Discovery.
Thank you.
Sam has smuggled an M4 carbine with an M203 grenade launcher attachment with 6 full clips and 5 grenades from the facility in his bag.
Fuck yeah. man.
That is a discovery.
Yeah, that was badass. Thanks.
Good job,
Yeah.
it's that collapsible M4.
With ammo. Wow.
It's a good idea to specify.
Okay, another character for Sam. This is going to add to your backstory. You didn't think the urge would come back, but it's returned. A need to fill the void of fear that's within you with alcohol. You've already seen the dark depths of alcoholism. You were once driven to homelessness years and years ago, frequenting bars when you got money. I'm going to say that was before. Let's say that was after your stint as an officer, and that you went through a dark period after that
Okay.
before you joined the security firm.
Cool.
Got it?
Got it.
Great. Thank you guys so much for your
Thanks. Thank you.
truths.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That
These
was
are
cool.
cool.
And
I'm a drug dealer.
I'm an alcoholic.
Ooh.
I'm an
Silence
and that
causes
might be our
migraines.
fastest first chapter yet.
It was awesome, though.
Yeah.
As
You
we
already
begin,
speak for yourself.
9 candles remain. As we begin chapter number 2.
Oh boy.
We open on the facility as the helicopter lands, and you've been working trying to keep the blood in. And as it lands, you start Sam to wake up, and as you see the body in front of you as it all starts to flash back to you.
Get it away from me. Get it away from me.
All right, we gotta. Come on, get her out of here. Get her out of here.
This guy knows
What?
something. This guy knows something, man.
As you're doing that, the captain that you were expecting isn't there, and you also notice as the wind is blowing extremely hard and it's picked up and everything else. As you're looking out at the area, you notice that the Airbus is gone.
No.
As you see one individual walking up, holding their arms out as the wind is kind of grabbing all of this as it get close to you, and it's Tove reveals himself as he looks down and sees Davina's body. What the fuck happened?
We don't even know,
Davina,
man.
is she okay?
No,
As he
no,
like
Tove.
he pushes through and he goes to touch her, and she's
Listen.
cold. She's cold.
Yeah, you need to get away from
She's
her
dead.
immediately.
She's dead.
I get away from her immediately.
She's dead.
We don't know.
She's dead.
We don't know what happened.
You need to
Tove.
get away
Just-
from her
fuck
immediately,
is
and you
this
need
guy?
to
What
untie
is-
me.
He's the guy that we saved. He was the one who called the distress.
Tove,
You
where's
need
the
to untie me.
Airbus?
All right. As you say this, you see her body kind of move.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus!
Davina?
You need to untie me immediately.
Fuck.
Oh, you're
the,
all right.
the pilot has now completely shut down the copter as Gerald reaches around, opens the door next to you, and picks you up and kind of pulls you out and your bag and brings you off to the side. You're going to tell me what the fuck is going on right now.
I said on the plane before you knocked me out. Thanks, by the way.
You had it coming.
I was with a private research group, right? Look, you have to believe me. I'm just the security guy.
Her body
okay?
jumps again.
Look,
I get out of the helicopter and I
gotta-
run towards the pilot and this dude.
now we need to put her
I
down.
get out of the helicopter and I close the door.
Yo, what's happening with
Look,
that girl?
Listen.
Close
She's
the door,
gone.
so we're all outside
She's
right
gone.
now.
She's
but
squirming.
it's not gone. She's gone, but it's not
What
gone.
happened
What is it?
to
What is
her?
it? What the hell is it?
We were researching, okay? And when I say we, by the way, I mean them, okay? I want to remind you right now that I was just the security guard, okay? They were
Don't-
researching a creature in the ice. It got out of the ice.
And it's in her head.
It's in her head.
It looked like a bug. It looked like a bug.
Yeah.
It looks
saw
like
it?
a bug.
So there is something. He's not lying.
I don't. Oh.
Now, you're not going to like the next thing that I'm going to say to you.
What?
We need to burn the body.
I ain't going anywhere near that thing.
The
Can it-
facility. Nope. You killed all those people because
I didn't kill anyone.
they were.
No, I didn't
I
kill.
look in his bag. I check to see what he's got in his bag.
Oh, he's got an M4 carbine, an M203
This is a
grenade
fucking
launcher attachment, and
automatic
6 full clips
rifle.
of
Yeah,
5
yeah.
grenades.
He
All
did
right.
fucking
All right,
kill
I
them.
took it.
You're
All right, I
just a
took it. I
security
took it.
guard.
Yes. Okay.
Did you kill?
Look, do you see on my side? That's my sidearm, okay? That's my gun.
I
all
take
right?
it out of him and I hold on to it.
You have
Okay.
to trust me. You have to trust me, okay? They're all dead back there. I'm the only one left.
How do we know you didn't kill them?
I didn't. Look at your friend, okay?
Guys,
Pretty sure it's pretty clear.
So the door to the helicopter's been shut,
Right.
and Tove has just been kind of standing outside the helicopter looking in, and you hear him, guys,
What? What is the Tove?
she's. Either she's alive
You got to give me that sidearm. son.
or she's changing.
You got to give me that
Changing.
sidearm. You got to untie me and you got
Yo,
to
do
give me
we-
that sidearm. You got to untie me and you got to
Tove,
give me
what do
that
you
sidearm.
see?
guys, and his head lifts up as you hear the entire helicopter
Oh
kind of
shit!
move.
I untie this guy and I give him his sidearm.
Okay, so you're untied and you have a sidearm.
Everyone get back. Everyone get back.
I get back behind him.
I get my gun ready and I point it at the helicopter.
Okay.
What, you're saying we have to burn the body? You seem like you want to just shoot it. That's not going to do anything.
I don't know if it's your friend in there or if it's one of them again.
As you put up the gun,
One of them.
Gerald takes your hand and like puts it back down. That's our ticket out of here. If you shoot that helicopter, like we need that thing free of holes, man.
Look, if we don't handle what is inside of your helicopter, we're not getting out here on anything.
As
Right.
you're saying, the wind continues to pick up. Night is starting to fall.
God. We're stuck here. We're stuck here.
You hear another big boom come from inside the helicopter as
Oh.
Tove just keeps backing up.
All right,
and
listen,
backing
maybe we
up.
should just get inside, all right?
I
Now,
don't give a fuck about the
They
helicopter
seem to
right
like
now.
the heat. It's getting cold. Maybe we
that's-
just get inside. Maybe we just get inside.
You said it likes the heat, but you want us to burn it.
We need to burn the body, yeah.
I
I don't have the answers, all right? I'm
I'm
I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
We have to get it out of the helicopter
No, we-
then.
I ain't getting near that helicopter right now. You're the
Frank?
one with the gun.
I need you to roll, Frank.
Oh man, I'm the one furthest away. You're gonna. 1611. I'll
Eight hope.
use. Oh, thank you, chat. I use 1 hope, and it's 2, so 16.
Okay.
And I didn't roll my hope, but whatever. It's a 5, and it's a success, so it's 2 6s.
The door to the helicopter blasts off, hit with such force. Tove gets hit by it, and well, let's just say you do see his head kind of cave in from the impact as it hits and continues flying with him after as you jump out of the way and dive into the snow as his body is laying underneath the door in the snow, and you start to see the snow stain red coming out from underneath the door.
Fuck this.
I think we need to get inside. Let's get inside.
I run inside. I'm done.
You turn and Gerald is already booking it
Yeah.
up the hill at full speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm ready to.
Okay, you pick up the pack on the ground. What do you do?
I keep my gun pointed at the helicopter as I
By the way,
slowly
I've got my
back
bottle
as I
of booze.
slowly back toward the door.
The wind and snow have picked up to this point that as you back up, even within 10 feet, you lose sight of the helicopter.
Fuck.
As you're just faced with white in front of you.
Running with my booze.
All right, I turn and run inside.
Right.
Okay, well, let's hold for a sec.
Sure.
You landed at the NGO camping ground. You need to make your way up to the elevated station. So the NGO
okay, sorry.
aircraft parking site.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see the
Right.
dotted
I see
line?
it. Yes.
Elevated.
And we need to get to the.
The
Ele-
next
Elevated
building,
station.
or well, that's where your quarters are. The
Oh,
next
okay.
building closest to you, you could either cross and go behind the helicopter towards the NGO access route. There's that rectangle there.
Yeah.
Or you could move forward to the visitor center and store.
I don't see what he's. Oh,
the-
he's saying this or go around the helicopter.
Oh, so we'd have to go around the helicopter to get to the elevated station. Is that what you're saying?
No, the NGO access route at the top of your map.
Yeah.
There's an overflow NGO camping building right there.
Yep. At the
Right.
top.
That's the closest building to you, but it's on the
Oh.
other side of the helicopter. Up
Oh.
the hill is the visitor center and store is the next closest building to you.
Oh, visitors.
We would
center and
naturally go to
store.
the. I mean, yeah. I guess.
Okay?
Yeah.
I follow them.
And if you guys are wanting to know what map we're talking about, if you go to tincandles.straylogic.com, you can see that map if you want a better idea of where they are and what
We landed
Am
location.
I
Yeah.
supposed to have this information, by the way?
You
or-
can.
Okay.
You wouldn't know the area yet, so
Right, okay.
he wouldn't know that. You
Cool, cool.
guys would.
Right.
Yeah.
We would run to the
we wouldn't run up
closest
there,
store,
we'd run
so we
here.
would run there.
So
Visitor center.
I'm going to
and
need each and every one of you to succeed a roll running in pure white pure whiteout
Jesus.
conditions,
Yeah,
making
alright.
your way. As the sun's going down, you can kind of see lights through the snow, but not really.
Okay.
You're kind of basing where you landed and where
I'll
you're
take
headed.
the first roll, guys. Let's go. Thundy! I've got 1, 2 6s, 2 1s. How many hope?
7.
I'm gonna use 2 hope, guys.
Okay.
Ugh.
So 1. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna use another 3, 4. So 2 6s.
Okay. All right. So you start pushing your way through the snow and the wind, making your way towards the visitor center.
Got my ball boots.
And I'm going to say you would know this area better than anyone, as
Okay,
you've been
well, that
working
makes
here
it-
the longest, and you operate sanitation
Outside
for
and-
every
yep.
single building.
Cool. Nice. Follow me, guys.
I'm going to add my hope.
Okay. And how are you going to work that into the
That's
story?
smart.
Because if it wasn't for me pushing for this entire thing, then we might have never even have gone down to, we definitely wouldn't have made it in time to pick him up. There wouldn't have been anybody to pick up. So I'm responsible for the situation, and I'm going to work it that it was Davinia's, it was Davinia's fault.
Okay.
Yikes. So I have 2 1s that
Okay.
I'm going to reroll.
No sixes.
And no 6s.
And no 6s.
Wow, this has been a fun game tonight.
This has been a horrid game tonight.
I love the
Oh.
game tonight.
Oh,
I love when shit escalates.
I just need 1 6. Or some 1s.
Oh, 1 6.
1 6.
Congrats.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going for it.
So you have kind of grabbed on to Frank's back as you're holding on to him as he's pushing forward up the hill.
There's only supposed to be 8, right?
Yes.
Okay, there's an extra one.
Because you lost one of them.
Oh. No?
Oh, no?
No,
You've
no.
re-rolled all of them?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you're good then with 9.
Oh, okay.
There's as many dice as candles.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought we lost 2 earlier.
No, we got 1 back when we went to the chapter 2 into
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 2 6s, 1 1.
You have 3 hope if you want to re-roll that one.
Yeah. Choose,
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks, Chad, by the way.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
Four.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, we needed
Thank
it
you.
so
So
much.
2 6s.
Kate needed it.
Yeah. So, you can kind of see they left without you, and you started by backing
that
up,
guy.
and once it went white on the other side of you, you kind of turn and you're trying to look, and you can kind of just make out their footprints in the snow. They're just far enough ahead of you that you can't see their figures anymore, and you're just looking down and following their footprints as you're pushing through the wind and the snow.
It's fucking intense.
You hear, as you get about 50 steps in, you hear the sound of metal being ripped apart, just crashing and being ripped apart, and then the sound of flesh being ripped.
Kate's flesh.
and
Toe-face
thrown
flesh.
from all directions. You hear this. Do you respond to it? What do you do?
I run harder.
So you just push forward.
Push forward.
Faster in there.
Yeah.
You guys get up to the facility, and you've made your way to the visitor center as the door is locked and shut down for the year, as within the winter
Do I
months
have
the visitor
keys?
center is closed.
Well, sanitation.
I'm going to say yes, and I'm not going to make you roll for that
Thank
because
you,
you are
sir.
sanitation.
Thank you.
But you got to open that door in the freezing wind as the lock is freezing cold, and you're pulling out your
I pour
keys.
booze on it.
I help-
I pour my booze on it.
I help him.
I pour my booze on
So
it.
you're helping.
Well, I mean, like,
No, don't pour water on,
It's
on a
alcohol.
lock. It's outside.
It's
like-
alcohol though.
it's-
It's
Oh,
got
it's
a
like-
lower freezing point,
yeah.
but it's also negative 66 degrees
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah, don't
It's a
pour.
little-
Don't do
and
any
it's pretty
liquid.
cold.
And
No, let's
What
just
happens?
it
Zach,
just-
you know-
Two
it's
people's
just-
strength.
you're doing that, and you're trying to like take it off, and you've got to start hitting it to break
Okay.
the ice off of the door.
I do that with. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't have anything.
Well, really, I think for this to work, given that it's a door, you need to roll for that. This is an
Um,
RPG, and it is a door.
You gave me
I
keys. You're
have-
making me roll for it.
I have.
Oh, you have the
I have
keys.
hand warmers. I just use one.
Wait, can
to
we wait
put
for
it-
this guy? I wait for him to catch up because I know. I look back and do I see him? Because I know he's.
You don't see him at first, and you're waiting as you're continuing to bang on the door, and then you start to see a figure
Okay.
moving through the white. At
Yo!
first, oh, okay.
We need.
Hold
your.
on. Roll.
Oh man, you're still gonna make me roll? I don't need the guy. I'm just
Put
gonna
your-
roll for it.
put your
Yeah.
hope.
I will. Okay. Thank you. 2 6s, 2 1s.
You have 2 hope.
We've used that many.
Yes, you
That's
have.
a lot of hope.
He made us roll all 3 just to...
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna choose use the 2 hope. Thank you, chat.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, chat.
Blame Zach for making us roll so many
Yes,
times.
please blame me.
2 6s.
Okay. It is Sam.
Perfect.
As opposed to the monster.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
As you see him move out of the way, and you, seeing them with the door behind them, you can just kind of push through them and make your way up to the door.
Hey man, we need your gun to break this lock.
No, here I have my hand warmer. Just put it on the lock and open it, which is what I was trying to do in the first place.
Does it work?
Sure. And you're
Never
able
mind.
To use your key. Do you?
I use my key and unlock it.
All right. Given the things you heard, is there a rush aspect to you at all, or?
Is there a rush aspect to me? Yeah. As soon as he unlocks the door, I burst in.
We all burst in, really. I mean, Jesus.
All right. Great. So you burst in and shut the door, and it's extremely hard to shut as the wind is pushing
However many
through.
people
Well,
need to.
I helped
three
close it,
people.
yeah.
Well,
Close it.
the pilot, did he make it?
He's not in that building. He ran ahead of you.
Fuck him. We're in here now, so.
Yeah. Let's all.
All right, and we
let's
close
all
the door. Yep. We will.
Okay.
Jesus, what the fuck was that?
Hello.
Winston?
Hello. I see you've made it back.
Right, yeah.
Who is this guy?
He's the AI. Winston, where's the captain?
The captain left. The Airbus took off. They waited for you as long as they could.
Oh no.
They were unable to
no.
contact you.
When's the next?
no.
When's the next?
6 months.
In 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
We have enough rations, but oh god.
Storm is
You
causing
know-
issues.
Is there any way we could radio for emergency evac? Is there somewhere we
no,
could go?
there's no way. Well, Winston, is there a way to?
Actually,
Unfortunately, as the wind gust came in, our communications tower was knocked down. It will need to be repaired. We will have to wait for the storm to clear.
can I just ask Zach, GM, in terms of what I know, in terms of if I have to, if we have to kind of stay in a building, how is the visitor centers compared? Which would be the ideal building to be in?
This is not made for shelter.
Okay,
It is
so-
basically a tourist shop. Now,
Right.
it is still like all the buildings there, heavily insulated.
Right. Which one has
but
the
it's-
rations? Which is the one that I would?
There's going to be like some basic rations in there, but no actual food or living supplies.
Okay, so
in
this
the
is not
visitor
ideal
center.
for the long term. So knowing
Right.
Frank would have information which building that would be.
Yes,
which
and what
building.
you lost when you lost your first candle was the communications tower.
And that was it.
Okay.
Which would be the next building that would be most ideal to?
Well, the elevated station is the next building that's just further south of you.
Is this connected at all to the rest of the station, the visitor center?
There are underground tunnels that connect all of the buildings within that vicinity.
Is it Frank? Would Frank have?
Sorry, that does not have an underground tunnel. There's an underground tunnel from the dark sector to the elevated station and the Ice Cube laboratory to the elevated station. But
Okay.
not from that building to that building.
So we're gonna have to go back outside.
Yeah, I mean, so we would have to go back outside to get to the elevated
Yes.
station. How long can we stay in the visitor center for? You're saying there were some.
Oh,
rations.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
up to
Well, we can't
Okay.
stay here long. We need to go back to the living quarters.
I ain't going anywhere right now.
What do you mean?
Well,
we have to
I
go back?
I am. I'm not staying here.
Excuse me. Would you please inform me of where Davina might be?
She's dead,
I'm sorry.
deceased, R.I.P.
No, that can't be right.
It's right.
Unfortunately, there was a unknown life form, Winston, and it,
No, I'm saying that's impossible because I have her vitals.
where
Where is
do
she?
you
Where-
have where do you have
where is she
Davina?
located?
I'm unable to locate her, but I do have record of her vitals as soon as 30 seconds ago.
What do you know about this?
Are they normal? Her vitals. What if we left her then? She wasn't
Her
Wait.
dead.
vitals are elevated.
This guy
She's
knows
not,
something.
Look, she's not her anymore, okay?
Okay.
What that thing that burrowed into her head. Look, all I know is it happened to people at the station that I was at, and they lost their minds.
All right. Well,
so what is she now? Like some Walking Dead zombie?
Either of you comfortable using a firearm?
I have a pass where
Firearms are not allowed in this facility.
Shut up, Winston! I have experience in firearms.
All right. You have my bag? Do I have my bag?
Yeah, he ran with
I
the-
have the bag.
Okay.
I need you to give me the gun that's in the bag.
Yeah, that's not happening, man.
I grabbed the gun, the bag.
I
off
do
her.
not let the bag go. No.
Look, I'm going
I'm not
to give
giving.
you...
I'm not giving this to
I'm
some
going to-
untrustworthy security guard.
I'm going to
She's
give
like
you
a
my
25-year-old.
sidearm. Look, I'm ex-SWAT. Okay? I used to be on a SWAT team. I know how to use that thing.
Okay.
Now, one of you, whoever's most comfortable,
I will take that.
I
take
don't-
my sidearm.
And if you need help getting this
No.
off this girl, I'll help you get this bag off this
Okay,
girl.
well, you know what? Obviously, both of you are having a really nice conversation amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go to the living quarters.
Is she taking the bag?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
taking the
and
bag with
I
me.
snatched the
Yeah,
bag
and I
from
help
her.
as well.
I'm-
Fuck this.
Well, you called for that first, so you're gonna have to roll for that.
Okay.
Ex-SWAT versus a 25-year-old girl.
Hey, you don't know her background.
Okay.
Actually, technically, I don't either. Maybe chat will give us some of that
UFC
background.
MMA fight.
We got...
Make her an MMA
Oh,
fighter.
no. We got 2 6s, 3 1s.
You only have one hope available now.
can-
Something that we haven't used with you yet, and I think now would be a good time
Right.
to use it.
Really good time. To.
Because you're being extremely, extremely stubborn. You can use your vice to
Okay.
re-roll all ones and burn that trait.
I probably should, yeah.
Just so you know, if you burn your virtue or your vice, it's gone for the whole volume. But I mean, in this case, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
And then you get to re-roll those
Yeah.
ones.
Okay, yeah.
Well, actually,
There's
well,
only
Do
one.
it.
I think we should
he's
Do
already
it.
succeeded the
There's
roll,
3
though.
ones,
Go ahead
yeah.
and cross out your
All right.
the stubborn
So
that he's talking about.
you burn
Okay. Do I...
as it is no
Re-roll those
longer
ones.
available.
All right. A 2, a 4, and a 1. So we have 2 6s and 1 1.
Okay.
Do you
That
wanna-
1-1 can be re-rolled by the hope the chat gave you. if
Yeah,
you would
re-roll
like.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thanks, Chad.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
3. All right. So 2 6s.
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
So you succeed in ripping the bag off of her shoulder.
Okay.
And how do you react to that?
And I take his side on as well.
Oh right. Well, this is fabulous. Let's go ahead and give the guy that we don't trust
Hey, man,
an
look-
automatic weapon. I'm out of here.
Okay, and I check the mag.
Um,
It's full mag.
I go open. I go open the door. I'm going to the quarters.
As you open the door, the wind gust like pushes you out
Are you
away
crazy?
from the door.
Good
I'm
luck.
I'm not staying here with him.
Okay,
who I
I'm
don't
saying
trust,
the guy who's
and
got
you
the gun.
who keeps on calling me a girl.
Okay.
Wait, she is a girl, right?
No, I'm 25.
Oh,
I check my magazine, make sure it's full, loaded in the gun.
I've got a full mag too.
Okay, so the two of you watch her exit out the south side of the visitor station.
How long is the walk, by the way? There.
Shorter than the walk from the helicopter to there.
Really?
But you're still gonna have to roll. Anytime you travel outside in this storm, you're gonna have to roll for it.
All right, I got 2 6s and 3 1s.
Well,
well.
I guess I'm gonna burn something. I don't want us to lose 3 dice if we don't have any hope.
okay. What would you like to burn?
I'm gonna burn my high strung because this seems like a this seems like a
Appropriate.
situation
Yeah.
that is just like,
As you
hey,
continue to lose hope, holding on to what little aspect of your core personality that you can.
so that's 3 6s. No 1s.
Good job.
Okay. So we'll come back to you in a little bit. What do you two do?
All right, you know this place better than I do.
Of course.
I've only been here a couple months. Now, how long do storms normally last? Can we hold out in here, or what do we do?
Can we?
I have questions.
We have to answer
What
to a
happened?
robot?
to Davina?
We don't have to. What's your questions, Winston?
What happened to Davina? Why were you late for the Airbus?
There was a creature that burrowed into her skull, into her eye socket, and killed her.
I'm sorry. Can you please elaborate on creature?
I didn't see it.
Ask it if it knows anything about big bugs. I don't know. That's what it looks like.
You can ask me yourself. I'm an intelligent.
All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. You seem real intelligent.
That was
now
a
listen.
joke.
Ha ha. All right. What do you know about big bugs that might be in the area?
There are no large insects in this part of the South Pole.
There are. So clearly you're not
There
that
are
intelligent.
There is no recorded information on large insects.
What were your questions, Winston?
Where is Davina?
We were hoping you could tell us, because we thought we left in the helicopter. Now you were saying that you picked up her vital signs.
Yes, I just got another reading.
Where?
I have no location, just her vitals.
Okay, I thought you were going to say.
She appears to be alive, though her vitals are irregular.
So.
Irregular how?
Irregular, as in... I'm sorry. I cannot make a valid assertion on what this means.
Winston, do you have?
It appears I have no recorded information that could explain her current erratic vitals.
Winston, do you have access to camera, the security camera, CCTV around the station?
Yes, of course.
Is there? Frank would know this. Is there a place where he could access the information that Winston has? Is there? There would be the panel on the wall. I go to the closest Winston panel on the wall. Winston,
Yeah.
can you show me who's out there? Where's Gerald?
It cuts to any of the security cameras pointing outside, and it's just white.
How about inside the station? Is there security cameras within the station that
Yes.
Winston? Okay. Winston, show me any movement from anyone in the station so far, whether it be from Gerald or any other people here.
It cuts to the common area, where everyone's gathered for their yearly tradition of watching movies after the Airbus takes off. They've yet to have been informed of anything that might be going on.
Oh, yeah, I
You
didn't
see, let's see, you have 8 people circling a television inside the common area.
Which building is that in? Elevated
That is
station?
in the elevated station.
Okay. Hey man, what was your name again?
Sam.
Okay, Frank. I suggest going back to the elevated station, which is where everyone is. That's probably the best place. And just warn everyone. What do you think?
I think that sounds
Would
like a
you
good
like
idea.
me to warn them?
Yes.
What should I warn them of?
Just tell.
Are they in any sort of danger?
Just tell them to lock themselves in.
No. Tell them that we're coming first. That we're coming from the visitor center now, and
Yes.
and to make sure the door's unlocked or open, or
Yes.
They should lock it until we get there.
have someone man the door to let us in.
I will let them know
Thank
that
you,
you are
Winston.
coming from the visitor center and that they should lock all doors. And for what reason, may I ask?
Don't tell them to lock all doors until tell them to let us in first. We're coming through. Which doorway are we going to on the elevator station? I tell Winston to leave that door open. I tell Winston to tell them to leave that door open and lock all the other doors.
Yeah, that's fine. There's only one entrance to the
Okay.
elevated station.
Okay. Well,
The station itself is actually lifted off the ground to allow the snowdrifts to pass
okay.
underneath.
I don't tell Winston to lock all the doors. Not until we
Okay.
because we can lock it.
Okay.
Hey man, do you want to just
One
make
more time for me, though.
Tell them.
Could you please explain this creature? I am required to.
We're gonna explain it when we get there.
I require that you explain it now.
It was a bear.
That does not compute.
It was a special kind of
Wait,
bear.
wait. I go up to Sam and say, don't tell him I tell him quietly, don't tell him anything in case he warns them. They panic and they don't let us in. We will tell them.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I am required to know all of the proper information before sending out any sort of alert that could distress the inhabitants of this facility.
I think you got some misreadings there.
Winston, postpone that for how long does it take to walk across in heavy storm?
I believe
2
you
minutes.
should be able to get across to the facility within 10 to 15 minutes.
Delay
The
that.
temperature is dropping quickly, though.
Winston,
You
delay.
will only survive at around 20 minutes. Frostbite is, of course, something that could happen to you in these prolonged exposure periods.
Delay that alert for 10 to 15 minutes, Winston, and I. You ready?
I'm I'm ready.
Okay.
But you would not like me to inform them
Not right
about
now.
Davina.
No.
No.
Okay.
God, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, God.
All right. So
They're all dead, I swear.
do you,
I know it.
What do you do?
Have a
Alright.
swig of this before we go.
I take a swig and hand it back to him.
Take a swig.
Are you ready?
Already.
You know how to use that thing.
Yeah, I do.
We
yes.
might have to.
Okay, follow me. Put your hand on me, and I know this place like the back of my hand.
Okay.
Let's head out, and
Let's go.
we head out.
Okay. So both of you need to roll to successfully cross
Okay.
the area
God.
between the visitor center and the elevated station.
This volume is intense, just like getting around.
See sixes.
3 6s, 1 1. How many hope do we have? Do we have
2.
hope? Thank you, chat. I'm gonna use 1 hope, and it's a 2. So we've got 2 6s.
Okay.
Success on me. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, we have 1 6 2 1s. We have
You
one
have
hope.
1 hope available.
Just use 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a 3. Okay, so 1 6 1 1.
And we're throwing one die out because.
Okay. Now we cut to.
Oh, did you roll? Okay.
Yes,
yeah, that's
she
right.
already did. She's ahead of you all. She already left. So
Yeah.
we cut to Kennedy. You've been making your way across through the harsh snow and the wind. You start to feel your fingers tightening up. You're heavily bundled, but the cold is biting through, piercing through your clothing. You make it just in time as you start to feel yourself losing feeling in your fingers as you bust in the side of the elevated station. And as you push the door closed, as it kind of sucks itself shut,
Oh God. Right.
as you start to remove some of the heavy clothing, as is customary when entering the station, all the coat racks lining the wall there, you notice it's chillier than it should be. You're very aware of what the temperature should be in there, having made this exact same journey into the station many, many times before. The first thing that strikes you as you take off your coat is you might need to keep it on.
It's a bit cold in here. I guess I'll just hold on to this for right now. I'm gonna head to the common area.
Okay. As you enter the first long hallway, it's quiet. Extremely quiet. You start to creep your way forward,
We have no interior.
making your way towards the area. You realize you've never really heard it this quiet before. It starts to affect you. You've never really been very good with the silence. There's always been people around. You've heard stories of how quiet it can be here over the winter months. But there's always been something going on, always someone in the commons area making it feel at least alive.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Winston. It's good to hear your voice.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Oh,
I'm glad to see you made it to the cold, Kennedy.
not as much as I am, mate. How many people are still in the base?
There are a total of 3 people inside this facility.
3
Yes, that I can account for.
that you can account for. What do
That
you?
is correct, because I've been told that Davina is not actually Davina. But I've not been allowed to ask any more questions on that matter.
Right. Well,
So that would account for 3 minus Davina.
3 minus Davina. I thought there were more people that would be in the common area, though.
Yes, there were as of recently.
What happened to them?
They appear to have been, well, I am instructed not to alarm you, so I will say that they are no longer with us.
Okay, Winston, pull off the kitty gloves here, mate, and just tell me what's going on.
Would you like me to show you?
Yes.
You make your way over to the closest data pad on the wall. As a camera flips up, you see this creature walking first through a hallway. This creature has these long, hairy-like, long, almost arachnid legs coming out of its back. It's walking bipedal, slowly, using arms to brace itself as its body kind of moves almost as if it's being inflicted with some kind of pain. You see that its hind legs are jointed backwards, making a total of 8 kind of legs that move in all areas, but the arms are in the front and in a very humanoid position. As it's walking, bracing itself against this wall, it turns just enough that you recognize the side of its face to be that of Davina's. But you see more eyes coming out of the top of her face with these 2 long kind of mandibles off the top of the head connecting in the front. As the head turns back and continues making its way, it then cuts to a security feed inside the commons area where a group of 8 individuals, the 8 who were set to watch over the facility for the next couple months, 6 months to be precise, were having their annual tradition of watching films after the final plane has left. One of the individuals stands up in the back and moves towards the corner by the television, pointing as you see the back of this creature hover its way in, as another individual gets up and picks up a chair and hits the back of this creature as it busts in all areas, and this creature then slams one of its arms, throwing this person across the room, as it then quickly gets down on all 8 legs and lunges towards the center of the room as it continues to rip apart the individuals and just starts dismantling and dismembering all of these people inside of this common area room.
Winston, sound the alarm or there's something.
I was instructed not to do so.
Well, I'm instructing you to sound the alarm.
Yes. Yes, is that an official order?
God, yes, sound the alarm. Help them do something.
As you wish.
And the alarm starts to go off. You 2 outside, making your way, pushing through, you start to hear an alarm issuing out throughout the entire base. As you can hear it piercing through the wind and the snow, and you start to see in the distance glowing red, kind of blooming through the snow. You see flashing red blooming through.
That can't be good.
Well, there still should be people there, so that's probably still our safest bet.
Yeah. Let's get there.
Okay, and we just we double time it and try to just get there and as fast as we can.
Okay.
Kennedy. Now, is there anything else you would like from me? Since it seems that you have different orders for me than that of Frank.
Right, I need to go to a safe area, Winston. And anybody else that has normal readings, like I do, or Frank does, if he has normal readings, you need...
The only normal readings that I have left would be that of yours, Frank, and the individual that Frank brought with him.
Not even the pilot, Gerald.
I'm sorry, Gerald is not a part of my system. Gerald is a private contractor. He's not officially a member of this facility.
Winston, can you track the people with abnormal vitals?
I cannot track them. I only get readings every once in a while that Davina has erratic vitals. But I'm unable to locate her. I have no way of doing so, only a record that is produced for my system.
Are there any other aircrafts or helicopters or snowmobiles that are still on base?
Yes, of course. I highly advise against them, though, given the current weather situation. You have nowhere to go, you will die. This is currently the safest place in the facility. There is a storm outside. We are currently operating under whiteout conditions. The comms tower is down.
Winston,
Yes.
are there any things like flamethrowers that's on base?
Flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers are, you know, torches. Something to burn things.
I'm sorry. I do not have access to that kind of information.
Winston, where's the security center? There's got to be a security center here. I mean, I didn't notice it, but I wasn't looking for it before.
It is not needed,
It is needed, Winston. Where is it?
but there is not one. Weapons are not permitted.
Right. Winston, did you...
As you're asking Winston questions, you hear the door of the facility starting to open behind you. As you brace for whatever might come in, you see two individuals completely huddled up, push through as the two of you come through the door.
What are you doing out here? We got to get to the common area.
Don't talk loudly.
Hello, Frank.
Winston, turn down your volume.
What's going
I'm
on?
sorry.
What's
Turn
going
down
on?
your volume, Winston.
What's going on?
Everybody is dead.
Everybody.
I saw it on the CCTV. Whatever Davina is, she took out everybody in the common room. There is no security office. There are no firearms. There's
You have no
only
security
that
office here.
thing. I'm sorry. Did I stutter? Did I stutter when I just said what I just said? There
Right.
isn't
Wait,
any
wait, wait,
security
wait. How did-
center.
how
We
did-
don't have any way out of here. There is no transport that we can take because there's nowhere to go. And there's nothing that's going to come here
Calm
for
down,
another
calm
6
down. Can
months.
you calm down? Can you calm down for a second?
Relax.
Now,
All I needed to do was get out of here.
now, you were saying Davina killed them?
Well, then it's not Davina. It's not. It's some sort of arachnid
You saw her?
hybrid Davina. Yes. Did I stutter when I already explained all of this? It was on the monitor. She turned into some
I never
arachnid
dealt
thing.
with any arachnids, okay? There were
It's this
people, their
huge
skin was
thing.
falling off, but I've never saw any arachnids.
Okay,
Well,
man.
she tore through them like they were nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Might I offer a suggestion?
Yes, Winston.
Yes.
You said there was some sort of large insect.
Correct.
Is that not the large insect?
What are you
Did it look
talking
like-
about?
What did it look like?
Davina?
Are you having a laugh, Winston?
No. I was asked if I had any record of large insects. I informed them that there are no such
Did it
records.
look like a large insect? Did Davina look like a large insect?
It looked like if Davina had been like a hybrid thing with like,
hybrid
things-
insect?
We have to find some
A
other
hybrid
place to
thing.
go.
Aren't you a biologist?
Listen, Mr. X, what would we do in this situation, man?
All I know is that they're attracted to heat, okay? The only form of heat I know about is the 6 grenades I have in my pack.
Okay, so
Unless you have another way to start a fire.
what
Well,
are we?
you could start a
Are
fire.
we trying
That's
to
not
attract
a thing.
it
I think that's our best bet.
and kill it?
I have more questions.
Is it relevant for our
I am-
safety?
Curious about this insect.
What is the questions, Winston?
Does it need heat to survive? Was it attracted to this facility because it is heated?
I know it's attracted to heat. That's all I know.
Yes.
But-
Would you like me to shut off the heat?
Can
Oh.
you shut it off and would you
No,
wait, wait,
no,
listen.
no.
I'm
If he
su-
shuts off the heat,
If
then
there's a
we
way to
die.
shut it off in sectors.
I'm suggesting him to shut off the heat temporarily, heat up one room so it gets attracted, and then us to ambush it maybe to go along with your suggestion of
Right,
killing
and then
it.
what happens to us in the like negative
To kill it.
60
Bundle up.
degrees?
Kill it.
Bundle up isn't going to be enough.
Are
I
we
don't
killing-
think you understand
Are we killing
what
this thing,
the
or are
South
we-
Pole
I think
is.
we need to.
He's got grenades. He's got an automatic rifle. What do you suggest?
Maybe we go somewhere else and we hide. I mean,
How long
we're-
do storms normally last around here?
6 months.
No,
We're trapped for 6 months.
Winston, how long is this storm scheduled to last?
The last reported radar reading was showing 20 to 24 hours.
Right, so a day.
Okay.
A whole day.
All right.
That's nothing. We can hole up somewhere for a day.
What do you think?
I think we need to get rid of it.
When you say that, I have more questions.
Are these questions going to help us?
They could possibly be
Ask-
more information that I'm able to retrieve about this.
Not a bad idea.
Insect.
He's AI. Okay, yes,
Sure.
Winston, ask us.
Go ahead, Winston.
Well, you refer to it as an it. Could you elaborate?
Well, it's not one of us. It doesn't have a name. It's a thing.
Winston,
It doesn't think.
it seems
It
like
just kills.
It seems it's some sort of parasite or something.
When you say some sort, you're inferring that it is a parasite, but not. Are you inferring that, in fact, this creature is not something that I would know of, or I do not have any record of it?
Nice
What
look.
I'm trying to get at is, Sam,
Yes.
I do not know you.
Oh.
Your history, your logs, your background are not something that is saved within my servers.
I'm ex-SWAT. I'm a security guard. That's all I am.
This insect came with you, correct?
It must have, yes.
What can you tell me about before?
We were in a private research facility. This thing was in the ice. The ice thawed. It got out. All I remember seeing were people's skin falling off, okay? It was like their muscles were just falling off the bone. That's all I remember seeing. Just people.
How did it infect people? Did it? I mean, is it through the air, or
No,
did it
by
bite them
touch.
like a zombie,
No,
or
The thing would touch them.
Anytime it touched them.
just like regular
Maybe a scratch?
skin to skin touch, or like scratch?
Excuse me.
Skin to skin touch.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to please stop there.
Why?
Please stop.
Why is
Let's
it
get
asking?
out of
Why
here.
is it asking me
We
to
have
stop?
no. It's
Winston,
not.
elaborate.
It's not talking to us. Don't you get it?
Sam, please stop.
Look. This is your AI.
Winston,
I don't know. It must
what
be
do you want?
bugging out.
What? Stop. What are you
It's
telling
calling
Winston?
it Sam. We have to get out of here. It thinks it's like you. It's calling it
Wait,
Sam. Like
wait,
it's a
can
thing.
I get
No,
more information
no,
from
we have to
Winston,
get-
please?
We have to get out of
Winston,
here.
what are you telling Sam to stop doing?
I'm asking him to stop sharing any more information with you and Kennedy
Because why?
because he is not allowed to.
Look, fuck this thing. All right. We need to get rid of whatever that thing is. All right. And you have to stop thinking of it as your friend. It's not.
Hey, I didn't even know her before getting in that helicopter, right?
All right, so we've got two different plans that
Here's
could
what we know.
possibly happen here. We section off a part of the living quarters, like make it warm, which is what it's attracted to, and then we get to just freeze. And then what? We blow it to hell, like in whatever room that it's in.
Yeah. Look. I'm gonna lay out everything that I know. All right. I know that anytime it touches you, that's a bad thing. Do not let it touch your skin. Okay? And I know that it's attracted to heat. That's all I know.
Okay.
Now,
Well,
I
Okay.
think we need to kill it.
You know what I think that we should do? Maybe we could just. I've spent a lot of time in the dark sector. If we only have to survive for like a day, Winston, what's the likelihood of if we left right now, turned off all the heat here to freeze this sucker, and then just like went to the dark sector for like the day? What's our likelihood of survival?
0%. You would survive an estimated 2.5 hours before this facility would be too cold for livability.
How long could we have the heat off and still be able to restart it?
As long as the fuel permits it. But you will only survive an estimated 2.5 hours.
I suggest we put down the heat to a point where it's survivable, but heat up one of the rooms really high for it to be attracted, so we're not actually freezing our fucking asses, and then we can still get this thing. Because he's got grenades on him, and he's got an automatic rifle. I'm not going to wait around for this thing to kill us, all right?
I agree.
That's a decent plan.
All right.
If we
Winston,
if we put the heat up to minimal survival for humans for everywhere else in the base, and then turned up the heat in.
Yes. 1 second though. Which room? Tactically, which?
Why are you asking him?
He's ex-SWAT. I'm a trash guy, and you're some biologist.
I'm not a biologist. I'm an astrophysicist, dick.
Which room or which setup of a room which work best for this to entrap it?
Whichever one has the least exits.
Obviously, I mean we've all seen movies.
Frank knows which room which would suit that plan the best, and asks Winston to heat that room up.
Okay, so you're asking for a location that is just like no exits.
That has one entrance, no exits type.
One entrance, no exits. Well, that's this entire building. Every other building has at least 2 exits, and as well as the tunnels. This entire building only has 1 entry point and 1 exit point.
Is there a specific room in the building, like say a kitchen or a larder that the AI would be able to heat?
Yes, there are different areas within the facility that could be sectioned off.
Okay, so maybe the section, what would the section be that's the furthest away from the exit? That also only has 1 entrance and 1 exit.
It would be the east quadrant of the elevated station. The entrance is on the west quadrant. If you go all the way to the last kind of L-shaped figure that's coming out of the elevated station, that entire quadrant could be sectioned off.
Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, well, since there's basically two quadrants here, let's just keep our exit and have that be the minimal heat, and then do the most heat over in the far, and then we are right there where that entrance and that exit is to that quadrant, so it should stay in there and it should go there.
Does that work?
And I think, just to add to it, maybe we for an hour should go, like we set the AI to put that in place, and then maybe we use underground tunnels to just go somewhere for just an hour. If we have 2.5, then we won't be here while that gives that thing time to go towards the heat.
Hello.
Winston.
I would like to inform you that something is... Yes, I'm start.
As the
Winston?
lights go out around you and the entire area goes black.
I immediately turn on my flashlight.
I've got a pocket flashlight too.
That my hand crank flashlight.
Okay. The wall terminal is no longer active as the power in this sector has gone off.
Winston? Winston, got the panel.
It does not respond.
Okay.
Do we know if he's heating the room, or how can we check?
Most likely not. If he's heating the room, then he should be operational, and the lights should be on. Jesus Christ.
You start to immediately feel the temperature dropping in this hallway.
Is there a generator that Frank would know?
Would any of those people
For this
in
building?
Sure.
Yes. But you would not have access to this. This is something that only the general would have access to.
Access in terms of the key, or access in terms of what?
Yes, exactly.
So
to that facility. But you know where it is. In
Right.
these subsurface fuel arches, there are backup generators.
I think
Look, for our plan to work, we got to get the power back on.
for us to survive, we need to get the power back on.
Right, and
I know where the generator is. I don't have access, but it's just a lock. We should be able to just break in. What kind of lock is it?
You won't know till you go there.
I know where the. Let's head to the generator.
All
right, but but you don't. You said that you don't have access to
It's
it.
locked. I don't
Well,
have.
how about we just go to the captain's quarters and we check there for either map or keys?
You heard Winston. We've got 2.5 hours to survive, so whatever we're gonna do, we need to do it quickly.
I mean, let's just check it out. It's how far is it to the generator from where we are right now?
It's a whole nother building.
Jesus.
I think we should go to the
Do we have
captain's quarters.
do we have underground access though?
Not to that building. Wait.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Is it like
The dotted line that's underneath? Nope. Actually, that's a surface fuel line marked caution.
It's an impressive map, by the way, Zach. I just gotta say.
I didn't make it. This is the actual U.S. government map for that facility.
That's why it's so impressive. You want to go to the?
I think we should go to the captain's quarters. I mean,
What would the captain's quarters have?
We
in-
don't need
this
a
is
map from
science
there.
well,
facility.
think about it. Whenever a captain, has to leave, still has to leave stuff here for the next captain that, comes in to utilize it.
Where's
so
the
like,
So what you're
captain's quarter from here?
It's in the building you're in.
So what you're suggesting
it's
is
just
that
one
we
of the
retrieve the
corridors
key.
in the building.
Okay, so it's nearby.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's.
You can find it. It's just pitch
Sure.
black. Temperature's dropping.
Yeah.
If
alright,
we need
fine.
the key, then let's go.
Right. Okay. So he knows. Frank would know where it is. Hey man. Hey, you're ex-SWAT. You lead the way. It's just down this corridor here.
Sure.
So the three of you begin walking your way through the dark building. The sound of shifting metal and the wind is all you can hear besides your own footsteps and your own labored breathing. The temperature's dropping fast as you can see your breath moving within the light.
Okay. Should be just up here.
You have to pass through the common area to get there. As you come upon the common area, your light catches blood on the walls as it trails down to the floor,
Holy shit.
first to a leg, an arm, a mauled face.
Jesus Christ.
You have to step over the bodies to make your way through this facility, this area.
Alright, just follow me, don't look. Alright? Look straight ahead, let's go. Keep your eye on the objective, okay? The objective is the captain's room. Let's go to the captain's room. We press forward.
I'm gonna need, let's say, Sam to roll since he's in the front.
Hey man, just so you know, it might help to utilize your hope die. It just means that
Yeah.
if you succeed a roll, then you have an extra die to add to your rolls from now on.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, so you don't add it right now, but just say you do.
Okay.
Okay, but so you just
Just
continue
roll
to roll. Yeah,
these.
right.
yeah, yeah.
But definitely get this roll, otherwise you lose.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
try.
well, he has the most success. I mean, most of them have died to have that success. Yep.
2 6s.
And no
Nice.
ones.
And now he's got
No
his hope
ones.
die.
Right. Make
Perfect.
sure to work your hope in somehow.
Oh, yeah.
And your hope is...
Work it into the story.
I find hope in redemption. So
He's-
in leading these people to safety, I am hoping to get them out alive, despite what I couldn't do in my previous life.
Feel free to share that conversation with them as you're walking forward towards the room.
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
I can keep you guys safe, okay?
I'm not
I'm
even
trained.
supposed to be here anymore.
Look, I know I said I was ex-SWAT, all right? Some stuff went down in my past. Things get crazy, but you just have to keep an open mind or a fresh... Just be alert, all right? Just be alert, follow my lead. All right, you said you know how to use that thing.
Yes, I have had experience with firearms in the past.
Okay. Well, just follow my lead, we'll be safe.
You're gonna keep us safe, are you, Sam? You seemed quick enough to just want to leave Davina and
A hand grabs your leg, Sam. As you jump and you kind of look down, you see this hand as your light trails over. You see a young woman whose face has been kind of clawed open as she's gurgling through, trying to speak. You recognize this as Destiny Beasley, one of the students that was here for the winter courses, collecting information over the winter, the only student that was allowed to stay. As her eye turns and catches you in the light.
Oh God,
Oh my
Destiny.
God.
Jesus Christ, she's just a girl.
Oh God, Destiny, no.
Do you know this girl?
Oh my God. This Destiny. Just
What-
Look, do you
she's the
do you
sweetest
have?
person ever.
Would there be any first aid nearby?
Does she look like we can save her, or is she like totally fucked and we have to put her out of her misery, or what? What does she look like?
Well, her face has been clawed open. She's choking on her own blood as she's grabbing and reaching towards you.
Oh God, oh Destiny, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean-
Oh God.
I don't suggest. We don't want to let off any unnecessary sound as well, but
What are you suggesting?
do you have a silencer?
Look, we
Like she's.
I don't think
she's-
we can save her, all right? We gotta just go.
Okay,
I shake her off of my leg and keep
So
walking.
you keep walking. You walk past her. Do you walk past her as well?
So she, I mean, is she?
She's
her
alive.
Her face is clawed open. She's
Yeah.
gurgling on her own blood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
so I
she's-
asked the
but-
question before. Is there any first aid nearby? Would either of you know?
Honestly,
more than likely, there's probably first aid, and if it's a common area, there's got to be some close by. But
if you knew my brink, which is, can I say what my brink is, or no? I mean, okay. Well, it's not in line with my character to save her, regardless. So I step
Yeah.
over her.
Yeah, you step over. Do you know that there's first aid in each of your bunks? You would know where your bunk is in relation to this. What do you choose to help or not?
I'm so sorry.
You monster!
I'm so sorry. Oh God. I just want to get out of here. I'm sorry, Destiny.
She's too far gone.
You said that if they touch,
Kennedy, just don't look at her and just walk over her. Let's get to the cabin's the captain's room.
I'm sorry, Destiny. I
keep moving
continue forward.
Okay. As you're walking away,
Oh God.
Kennedy, you look back over your shoulder before you turn the corner as you see her trying to crawl towards you as she's bleeding out on the floor. As your flashlight leaves that area, she's left in the dark. You can hear her for a little bit longer as you walk forward, as she's struggling to try to get your attention, but you just keep walking.
God.
You make your way towards the captain's quarters. The door is unlocked. As you open it up, you see an envelope on the table. It's a manila envelope.
Hey guys. I open it.
Okay.
Look
You
for
open
a-
it up. There's a sheet with a list of all the facilities that need updating, and it's addressed to Corey Ryan Jansen.
Who is?
He was an engineer who had been volunteered to watch over being in charge of the captain's kind of quarters, and his absence. And inside of it are also keys,
So we
one
take
of which being a master key for the facility.
amazing.
Perfect.
I take the master key. What were the papers? Sorry,
Instructions on the facilities that need to be upkept and what the captain's duties were while he was there.
Right, that looks important. We're gonna
Yeah.
take it with us.
take
Yeah.
it.
Look,
Here, I have a side pack.
Look, I know you're shaken up by what you saw back there, but
Do you think?
my number one concern is getting both of you out of here.
Appreciate that.
She was my friend.
She was gone.
And I literally stepped over her.
I don't think she was going to last too much longer. So if that's going to help in any way, then any consolation.
When you're in one of those situations, you have to make a split-second decision, okay? We made the right one.
Okay, so
You hear the sound coming from outside. It first sounds like a boom, and then piercing on metal. It's like boom, and then another, and then another. As you hear it rising above you, as if something is climbing on the outside of the facility, but doing so by piercing the outside of the facility itself, as if holding on as the wind tries to blow it away.
that
And
thing's
it's
out.
directly above you.
Oh God.
Jesus, that thing's outside right now.
We gotta let's get to the generator. We have the key now. Let's get to the generator. We got to get the power back on. As soon as we get the power back on, we can get the temperature localized, we can lure it, and we can kill it.
We're not going to survive staying in here, so that's not a bad idea. Just know it's outside, and we have to. The generator's in a separate building, and we have to go outside.
It's in a separate building.
The generator, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can hear it. You can hear it right above us.
Do you move out of that room, yes or no?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you back out of that room and into the hallway, as you move you hear it, thump, thump, tracking with you on the top of the roof.
How does it? It's not a sound thing.
Just let's think about it. Let's think about it real quick.
It's attracted to heat.
And
It's
it's not a.
attracted to heat.
We're the warmest thing around here.
So therefore, we have to make it warmer. When it was in the helicopter, you wanted to burn Davinia, right?
Yes.
Sam, you wanted to burn her
Yes.
because she had been touched.
You hear it again, boom, up top directly above you, and then another quickly following, boom.
Get to the point.
Let's go to the kitchen. Let's burn the bodies in the common area. We'll
The
make it
speed
hot.
at which these booms are coming is faster
Now,
and faster,
move.
almost as if
Now.
it's digging through
Now.
the steel
We're going to the
above
common
you.
room.
We
Grab
we-
a
You,
corpse.
you start to run. As you run down that hallway, I need you to roll for me. Frank, as you're running, you hear it tracking above you. Boom, 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 tracking along with
You
you.
got one.
Yeah, I got my hope die.
Oh,
What's
okay.
up? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, man. Findy. We got 3 6s, 3 6s, no 1s. That's my battle cry
Okay.
from now on.
You turn the corner, and as your flashlight catches on the bottom of your eye, Destiny reaches out for your legs, and you are able to kind of jump over her and keep moving forward. And you just kind of jump over her and keep moving. What do the two of you do? As you're walking behind him, you see him kind of jump over.
I shine my
Destiny.
flashlight down on her.
On-
Just on Destiny to see what she looks like.
She's barely alive, but alive.
Actually, I have a question. What if we use one of your grenades and torch this room? Will it set a fire?
No, it's an explosion. It's gonna blow like the roof
Right,
off
but
of this
will
and
it-
let it in.
What kind of grenades are they? Are they just normal grenades? Or are they incendiary grenades? Do
They
we
just
know?
said grenades, so.
Okay.
You make a choice.
Look,
If you roll for it, you can decide the outcome if you have more 6s than him. In which case, you could just say it's an incendiary, make heat.
well, she's alive, but I don't think there's.
Right.
Well,
Kennedy is heading towards the kitchen because she's going to get inflammatory liquid. There's going to be something like that in the
Okay,
kitchen.
good
A
call.
flammable liquid.
Right, because she's
Okay.
going to douse.
So you just run past Destiny as well.
Right.
And continue running to the kitchen. Okay.
Yeah.
As you do that, you hear it above that, tracking with you. As you're running at full speed, you hear it matching your speed. Dum, 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 running on the top of the ceiling in the exact same pace that you are. As you get to the kitchen, go ahead and roll for me.
Good luck.
God, I'm sweating so much. Yikes. Do we have any hope?
No 6s. How
You
many
have two
ones?
hope.
2 hope.
2 1s.
Two hope, 2 ones.
There you go.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Come on, Kennedy.
Nope.
Yikes.
Chapter in.
As you get to the kitchen, the second you stop and start to dig in a drawer, you hear the booms, thump, 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 as you then start to hear the sound of piercing steel as it starts ripping through the steel above you, as you're quickly trying to move and you start to see dust falling above your head onto the tops of the tables where you're going. As you turn the corner running towards her, your flashlight catches on the ceiling as one of the legs kind of comes through and then goes back up, as then 2 legs come through and start ripping the steel on top of the ceiling. As more debris is falling down on you, you start to see this creature start to lower itself down in above her. As you turn the corner, your light hits it as well, as you see its body lowering itself as it's holding itself with its legs up in the ceiling. As you do this and you're turning, all of a sudden you hear this sound from behind you. Get down! As you hear Gerald running through as he's picked up Destiny's body. As she's gurgling and yelling, he throws her body towards this creature and grabs you and pushes you out of the way, as you see this creature grab her body out of the air as it starts to rip into it, as blood and entrails fall to the ground next to you, splashing all over the area around you, as he picks you up, grabs you, and pushes you into the hallway towards you two as you see this happening, as it's continuing to dig into Destiny, as you hear her gurgled screams crying out and the sound of her entrails squishing against the floor. He pushes you out and down the hallway, running towards the exit at full speed. And bad timing on that candle going out.
Why?
We'll get to it eventually. Okay. And that ends that chapter.
Oh, God.
We have some truths to reveal before we move forward.
You want to take? Jesus.
I need a swig of something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Discovery. You find a single ESAB Sentinel A50 welding helmet. Sure, it protects your full face, but it can't protect all their faces. So one of you gets a welding helmet as kind of a face shield.
So who decides when you say discovery?
Well, which of you wants it?
Me.
Okay. You pick it up.
Do I have any kind of tactical helmet already, or?
No, that wasn't described, so I'm going to say nah.
Okay.
Feeling. Frank is growing increasingly distrustful of Winston. He swears that the AI considers them expendable and is lying to them as if it doesn't want them to kill the creature.
Oh, okay. I like it. I was hitting there already too. I was like, why is he? Yep. Thanks.
Those are the truths that have now been added to the game.
Thanks for the helmet. Thanks for the.
As
Just like running around with a bunch of hand warmers right now.
a light goes out, and given you would have no way to know what part of the facility has been destroyed, you will know when you are able to know. But something has been destroyed and is no longer with you.
Kate's eye.
As 8 candles remain, 8 dice, we move on to chapter 3. We open on the exit door for the elevated station. Gerald's like, what? You know, I for a minute there thought I might be going crazy, but that's Davina, right?
Yeah, apparently.
That's what I was trying to tell
Yeah.
you before. Where did you come from?
I was at the generator.
Okay.
Is the power
Alright.
out in the entire station?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Is there any way to get it back on?
Yeah, I was trying to get in there, but I had to come back and get the keys.
I've got the
We
key.
have the key.
Right. We found
Okay.
the key. Gerald, just so you know though, it tracks us by heat.
Hey, what?
Can I
It's
suggest?
attracted to heat.
It
And
tracks
as the
us by
power
heat.
is out, we
Oh
are
my
the
god,
hottest
that's
thing here.
it took out the first set of generators.
The first set.
So it's after.
That's what was on. That was the hottest thing in the area.
We only have the backup generators now.
So if we turn that on, it's gonna come for that generator too, isn't it?
Of course. it is.
Unless we turn something else on that's
It sounds like
hotter. That can
it sounds like there's only one entrance to that generator.
not this thing. It
Yeah.
came out of a ceiling,
Yeah.
man.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the
It was
thing.
on the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, we
Look,
know.
here's the
we
thing.
know. We know.
Look, we have no chance to turn. If we turn on the generator, it's going to go for the generator, and once that generator's gone, we're basically got no power. We're
This-
going to die. So I'm
look-
suggesting we kill it before that we turn on the generator. Without this generator,
Well, once the
Alright.
generator's on, could we immediately change the heat of another room?
does Can we do that?
I have an idea.
Oh,
I don't. I'm
I
just a
have-
fucking pilot.
Winston should be able to. Once the backup's on, we can get that fucking stupid AI to turn on the heat of another room. That's a great idea. We could do that. Do you have something to say?
Yeah, we can do that. And then whatever this is going to go after the generator. It takes that out. Then what are we
What
going to do? My idea is that we're pretty close to the aircraft landing pad where they do all of the refueling. So how about we make that warm for this thing? We pour some fuel around and like make that really hot, and we get it to that place. It goes there, and then you can shoot it up with
Look,
your
you
carbine.
can't see more than 5 feet outside right now, and you're suggesting we
Is it covered?
Oh,
You're gonna last 10 minutes out there, man. This shit's no joke, okay?
Is there? Wait. Do you have?
the skyway isn't covered in some way.
You. What kind of grenades do you have? An incendiary grenade on you? Say yes.
sure. Yes.
Can we?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I'm gonna say that you can't even roll for that because that was a tip from the audience. That was
Okay.
a truth. The truth is that you have grenades,
Okay.
not incendiary grenades.
No, I'm asking him. Do you have an incendiary grenades?
No, they're just regular grenades.
Fuck.
Right, because but with the skyway, there's construction offices that are nearby, so
Look, we
can
don't
use
need
that
to
for a
start that
type of-
fire outside. We can get the fuel and start the fire anywhere.
And it's an open area. Do you not see how this makes complete sense to start a fire in like an open area?
What I'm
for it
telling
to-
you is that engaging in combat with that thing out in the open when our visibility is 5 feet, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
All
So
right.
And I'm saying you're not gonna survive out long enough
Okay,
to get out there, man.
regardless.
I mean, you go outside, you're
okay.
gonna
So
you're gonna fucking die. We're gonna die in here.
All right.
We're gonna die out there. What's the?
okay.
Fuck.
So we have to kill this thing inside, obviously. How can we create some heat without the generator in this building right now?
Is there a way to get the fuel inside without spending 10 minutes outside?
I mean, there's a fuel line that runs right behind the building here. Yeah,
Could
you know, if one of us like closed off the line on the backside, so it's not taking any more fuel, and just lit up what's in there, it's gonna light this whole hillside on fire.
That might be our best bet.
Okay. So what do we need to do that, Gerald?
But wait, I when I picked you up, that building,
Yes,
you lit it on fire.
I did.
To kill the whatever was inside.
Yes.
Okay, so the fire hurt it.
Yes.
But heat attracts it. We're assuming this thing's stupid.
I'm
we're
not
making
assuming,
assumptions.
I'm not assuming that at all.
If it knows fire hurts it, what if it doesn't go? What if it doesn't go to fire?
I don't think that we're dealing with an intelligent creature here. I think that all I know is that it's attracted to heat.
If it's like any creature that is attracted to heat, it would go to the heat of the fire. It wouldn't like sit in the fire, but it would go to the heat. So that's probably our best bet. No?
I think it completely is, which is why I really like my idea of lighting up the aircraft.
There are no
refueling
aircraft
zone.
here.
No,
But there's
no.
just an open area out there.
They just gave two.
They refuel there, so there's fuel there.
Yeah.
Gerald had a good suggestion about
The fuel line.
yeah, and that seems a lot easier because even if we get out there, he's not going to have visibility to kill them, and we're going to probably freeze our fucking asses. So, what do we need to do? The fuel lines.
All right. If one of us shuts it off next to the fuel arches, which is right next to the backup generator, so do that there. But we don't want to start the fire anywhere close to there because then it could light the entire fuel depot up. So we're gonna have to shut it off somewhere just behind the station. And there's a chance that when that thing goes, everything goes with it. I mean, we're talking combustible fuel here. This is jet engine fuel. It's gonna.
Let's talk
The whole
about
place is run off jet engine
Let's
fuel.
talk about this. Okay, we have that option, which seems like an extreme option. We
Yeah.
also have the generator.
Yeah.
Okay, we can risk the generator. Now, both are bad, but one of them might be less bad, and one of them might be
Yeah.
a solution that we have to go to if that doesn't work.
How do we stop it from going for our backup generator?
What I think what
If
he's
we
saying,
start
I think
that
what
up.
he's saying is once you turn on the backup generator, we can speak with Winston to have him increase the temperature in another building for it to get there, hopefully before it
That's
attacks.
assuming if Winston is even going to be up online. I
He's-
mean, keeping in, Tove didn't seem... He was the only one that was here, and we no longer have him.
I think.
does anybody here know how to boot back up an
You're at-
artificial intelligence?
Look, you're absolutely right, but our options are that or potentially blow up the entire
Right,
facility.
right. Let's. I'm down for going to the generator. What say you, Gerald? And
I agree.
okay,
Whatever the fuck, man.
let's go.
Okay.
Right.
And he goes and opens the door in front of you. And as he does, you hear
Oh God, I know it.
as his body goes limp. And you see it start to rise up in the doorway as his arms fall to his side. And the creature's second leg puts itself inside the door. And then its third as it starts to push through as his body gets thrown onto the floor behind you. As it comes in and rears itself up inside the doorway.
I pull my gun and shoot.
Roll for that. You notice as it's coming up,
I can use
Use
my
your
hope,
the
hope.
right?
six long legs off of its back, two legs, somewhat humanoid, bracing itself up, but with its joints and knees backwards.
One.
It's still wearing the coat and attire of Davina.
1611. Sorry.
1611. Okay.
Do we have hope?
You have no hope available.
Just lose it. It's just one die.
I feel like they've
Oh, and just so
given
so
up on us.
Yeah, just so you know, your hope, a 5 or a 6 is a success on the hope die. Just so you know.
so
But
three.
we're still losing one die.
I had dice up here earlier, but they're not here anymore. So I'm just gonna say, so you shoot directly at it. As you shoot and the bullets are hitting its body, it steps back. As you see Davina through all of this, it's hitting her as red blood is squirting out as her face leans back, and you see the multiple eyes that have kind of come out of her skull. You recognize her nose and her mouth as it screams out in pain and braces itself as it falls back.
Aim for the eyes.
And we're going to end tonight's episode
Oh,
my
man.
gosh.
right there.
Wow.
Jesus.
And we will be back next week at 6 p.m. on Monday night to continue Volume 4, The Cold. Thank you guys so much. Coming up
you.
next, we have Perception Check, a much lighter show that is D&D with puppets, and Christina V is our special guest. So enjoy this collection of clips while we prep and get set up for the next show. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
Thanks
Matt.
for having
Be
me.
here next
Yeah.
week. Finish out this story. Thank you, Kate, who's dead.
Yep. Thanks, Kate.
She did not last long.
No, that's no.
Yikes.
She did exactly what a biologist in a horror film would do.
And try to capture the creature.
Yes. So
I swear I wouldn't have
Oh.
normally, me personally, kicked that guy in the door. That was my character. Totally.
I would like to give you a quick update on the truce that will dictate the next volume.
Ooh.
Okay.
How this story.
Yeah, it was
Whoa.
great.
Character, truth. Sam knows more than he has let on, and might not have everyone's best interest in mind. Truth. Okay. Kennedy is a spy for another government.
Backstory.
Rex 705, none of this works because it doesn't even track with what the story's been so far because you're not picking up on what I'm putting out there. So it actually fundamentally changed the baseline of what we've already established. No, this doesn't work.
Is mine still?
Are
okay?
there-
Yours is fine, but he goes on to say she has known about this creature and was on a mission to get a sample. She secretly has a mite and containment and will do anything to get out with the sample. No. We can't do that because that doesn't even track with the story that's been told so far.
It might have made sense for Katie if she was still alive.
Not even that, because it's assuming that the mite was the creature, and the mite was not the creature.
Oh.
That's a big assumption.
but it's super fun.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
but, yeah.
So Rex705, if you want to message me on Discord, you and I will hash something out and make sure that we get it in the next episode. So message me on Discord, and we'll figure something out. But
Yeah. Feel free to give me some.
no, I'm saying
backstory,
the
though.
mite thing is a creature. But if you guys to track what's being put down, and I can say this because it's already been kind of put down, if this creature assimilated Davina's body, it also assimilated the mite's body. The creature wasn't the mite. You wouldn't have a mite that you've captured because that one mite was something that was assimilated by the DNA of the creature, which then assimilated Davina's body. So it's not that the mites are the creature, and that's already can kind of put down. And since that's already been put down, it would fundamentally have to change all those things. So message me on Discord, Rex. We'll figure it out, and we'll make something work, and we'll make sure you get something in there. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. Stick around. Perception checks up next, and we'll figure it out. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you.